double crosses Zeke. Then Zeke is like, triple cross, you bitch, and then chains up Aaron and is like,
why did that happen? Hey! I'm live! What's up, Logan? What's up, Annie? How's it going, guys? What's up? Hey, Logan, hi. Hello to one and all, to and fro, Spaghetti-O. My name's Chris. You may know me from things... Oh, come on already! What'd I do wrong? Unbelievable. Moji! Can I at least give him a cheer? Right, Moji? He even said hello. TFS, hey, what's up? What's up, Moji? What's up, Moji? How you doing? What are you doing? See, he answers every time. I didn't even, like, he even replied to that. I wasn't even talking that time he still answered. Now he's done with my shit. Hey! This might be random, but do you know any 3DS or DS games you'd recommend? You know, even though I haven't played this thing, I'm pretty sure the last time I played this on stream was when I did, Is there still battery in it? Let's find it together. It's like chipping. Why is the paint chipping? I remember the power is. Here it is. Does it turn on? It's dead. It's dead. The last time I did this was when I streamed New Horizons, I think. Oh, you know what? That's not, well, I mean, it's true, but I was thinking like when I still streaming on New Horizons regularly. No, the last time I streamed on this was when, was right before New Horizons came out. I did it the night before. I think Between Worlds. Samus Returns is good. Animal Crossing is good, obviously. I hear Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D are good. I kind of, should I play Ocarina of Time 3D? I kind of want to. I already have that. Miitopia. What's the other one that people want me to play? I gotta check. I literally have all my games here. My back is itchy. Wow, I really don't have that many 3DS games. This is it. This is all you're on. We got Animal Crossing, Metroid, Samus Returns, Tomodachi Life, Majora's Mask 3D, literally still in the wrapping. Pokemon, I forgot I had this. I played this for a grand total of like 4 or 5 hours. The Ocarina of Time 3D, which is also still in the wrapping. But honestly, I do kind of want to stream this, but if I do, I'm probably just going to play it with an emulator. It's just much easier. Time to be famous. The UFC, let's go. I'm into Bantam, whatever. Not like they'll be back anyways. I'll link Between Worlds. Yeah, I heard that's really good. Play Ocarina of Time. Yeah, we could maybe do that. Heck yeah. Oh my, what's going on with my eye? It feels like there's like eye gunk in it, but like it also feels bruised. I'm dying. Time to be famous definitely will work. You gotta play Miitopia. Oh wait, you already did you? Yeah, I played Miitopia. Wait, where's that? Where the heck is that game? I don't actually know. Did I buy it on the online store? Can you do that? Maybe. If you can, I probably did that. It is the place where you will go. So the plan today is, I don't really know. Tomodachi Life. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. That's like Miitopia. Yeah. I'd play Miitopia if I hadn't already played it before, because there's definitely like a renaissance with that, with it coming back out. But there's too little new added for me to warrant really playing it, so I'm not going to. But yeah, Tomodachi Life. I don't think Tomodachi Life would be fun if I had a big audience, I think, but I don't, so I don't think it'd be as fun. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so we're gonna do Chris Reacts. And then I don't really know what game I'm gonna play. I later on I want to play some horror games, so that might happen later. But then again, there's a big Twitch event happening right now. I kind of don't really want to watch it, so I might end up doing that instead. Which means I won't stream again later tonight. We'll see. You guys want to talk about COVID in my province real quick? Manitoba recorded another 60,779 COVID vaccine doses. That's actually really good for us. We're doing like 8,000 a day for like until very recently. Manitoba's at least one shot, 718,000. Proportion of Manitobans 12 and up with at least partly immunized. 60.4%. We're in the 60s. Let's go. It was like 50% like a week ago. So this is looking great. 2 shots, 103K. Apparently we have about 1.2 million people 12 and up. We have just over 1 million 18 and up, so I was actually surprised at how big that number jumped. From, you know, everyone 18 and up, there's about 1 million of us. And then just 12 to 18, that's an additional almost 200k. Like, holy crap, man. There's a lot of babies here, a lot of freaking babies, dude. So I got my first shot coming on June 1st. And then I don't know when I'll be able to book my second one. Probably not. Apparently by the end of July is when everyone will be able to book their second shot. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited to not have to wear a mask anymore, because good God, do I hate wearing a mask. I wear a mask everywhere I go, but the only time I don't is if I'm like outside by myself. But if I keep one on me in case like I'm gonna be walking near somebody. Biggest thing they had in Miitopia was the Tower of Despair. That was we already talked about this. That was in Miitopia. That was in the original one. Was that you that said that? You're spreading misinformation. Right? I'm pretty sure. Tower of Despair. Hey, Duck! What's up? Of Despair. I was lurking your Discord server. Wait, why are you laughing at me? Oh, you're laughing in pain. What's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong, buddy? But we should play something sometime. Now that we don't play Among Us every weekend, I miss playing games with people. I don't know what we would play, but we should do something sometime. Actually, it's new. It is new? Wait, I googled Tower of Despair and I just blindly clicked this. I don't know what this is. What the hell is Juke's Towers of Hell? What is it? I thought it was Minecraft at first. Like, Minecraft, yeah, that's what I wanted to click on. No. Here it is. Was this really added in the new one? 6 elite goblins. 6 elite goblins. 1 heavy golem. 3 neon pharaohs. 1 colossal serpent. 2 blue goddess and a blue red fiend. And 4 gourmet burgers. Choo-choo, you can find something. No, Tower of Despair is a second tower. They had Tower of Dread in the first. Oh, I see. I have no idea what games we both have. Yeah, we can figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Or we could just do something else. I really want to start a podcast where the entire point of the podcast is I just ask, it'll be like a new guest. It'll be me and 1 guest every week. And the entire point of the podcast is like, what is the most fascinating story of your life? And then whoever I have on, it just tells me like about like whatever cool story they have in mind. Is that a cool idea? And if they like, if like you're thinking, what is my most fascinating story in life? And you can't think of one, then I can like narrow it down to like, I don't know, like a near-death experience, like a paranormal experience. Maybe like the first time you fell in love, like any of that, you know, like there's ways I think that everyone that would want to do that would have something to talk about. That'd just be cool. I think that'd be cool. I don't think I've seen that before. I'm starting a podcast on Sunday. Oh, cool. What of? Boom. All right. It's time for us to jump into Chris React. So, who dares? The Jedi Hippo. Why is he the Jedi Hippo? Oh, wait, what's your new podcast gonna be, Duck? Is there like a theme, or is it just like a normal podcast, talk about what the hell you want kind of show? All right, while I wait for that answer, talk Twitch current events, why they started streaming, name, origin, plus whatever else we feel like talking about. Okay, so yeah, just a general podcast. That's cool. Good luck with that. That sounds really fun. Ew. There's a paper I just picked up as sticky. Airship.exe Among Us. Oh god, there's a PogChamp in the thumbnail. What is this? Alright, I like that ironic tumbleweed. I've definitely recorded stuff like this. Only gotta talk with streamers. Oh. Well, I guess I'm out then, huh? Dang it.
Hello?
Leonard. Twins. Obama.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh, is this a commentary on this? He hasn't posted anything on his channel. Oh, I got 3 weeks of guest lineup? Nice.
I got you, fam.
Hey.
Did somebody say... Oh, God. Wait. Did somebody say Among Us? I still haven't changed my backgrounds. What is this? Yo. Among?
Yeah, boy.
Wait, is there supposed to be 3 guns there? Red is sus.
What the hell?
You've got mail.
Yeah, card swipe at doors does suck, huh?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
It's just memes. Man Among Us died pretty quick. I don't know, man. I mean, not really. Like, do you just mean like when we stopped playing it died pretty quick? With the new update, I think the update took too long. That's the thing with like games like this.
Where?
That's where like Fall Guys really fell out too. Like Fall Guys updated way too slow. In order for like a game like that to be successful, I honestly think Fall Guys would have been a lot more successful if like they were doing like one map a week or something like that. That would have been awesome. Among Us was great though, because it's kind of like different every time a little bit. But like it makes sense why I thought this game lasted a long ass time. Well, I mean, all things considered, you know, people have the attention spans of fish these days. But sussy. I really don't think. Wait, what? For me at least, I really don't think I want to play what Among Us. Among Us.
He killed Yellow.
I'd still play occasionally.
Where is the
I might eventually jump into a random Among Us game on stream at some point.
Confused.
True, same. Do I really want to watch 10 minutes of this? Should we initiate a skip initiative where you guys could like somehow like get me to skip a video? Like I don't think it should be like a points thing though. I don't know how you do that though. The airship map only really kept it alive for a little bit longer than Duck. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think the map was way too big. Very cool. It could have probably been split up into like 2 maps though. Just it's too big.
2 seconds later.
A lot of cool ideas in it though. That task in Electrical where you gotta like do each individual lever and figure out where each of them are. That sucked. I didn't think it was that bad at first, but never mind. I think I initially said, wow, I like this so much better than Simon Says. Never mind. Simon Says is like, at least Simon Says only takes like 10 seconds to do. Oh, that's a cool exercise machine. Like 10 months since Among Us became popular. I think it's coming up to a year, man. I remember when Among Us first came out, I was on call for work and like everyone on Twitch was playing and I was watching people play and it was like so much fun to watch people play it. Play it. Same.
I think purple.
Duck, while you're here, what should we do about the Among Us server? No one has posted it in forever. Do you think we should just delete it? Maybe give everyone a warning. Hey, add whoever you want to join whatever server you want. And then should we just so we don't have to worry about it? I was gonna DM you. I was like, yeah, I was like, I mean, since you're here, I may as well see if you, or we can talk about it. It's been like 10. I was watching some minor streamers before it became big. Yeah. Nope. Soda Poppin' was the one that like created this game pretty much. The streamer Soda Poppin'. He's just playing random games. Someone recommended this to him, and then that's how it like got its initial push, and it blew up from there. I'm pretty sure. I left that place. It's become a ghost town. All right, I'm done with this. We've only watched 3.5 minutes. It feels like we've been here for like an hour and a half. There is a lot of memes. This is pretty good, but like, good God, I don't want to keep watching this anymore. All right, Creeper Nights. Just a little thing of what happened when I'm working on my role on Ye Old Tavern. Apparently this is loud, I think he was saying yesterday, so just heads up. Well, I'm the only one here. Well, you know what that means? Okay, am I wrong? Oh, it's my server. I know. I saw. It's like the Drunken Idiots, and I went to your server. I was like, oh, and that's why I was lurking in there earlier, because I saw that when I was going through to make sure everything was good, and that's how I lost my role. Wait, what's this song? I recognize that. I thought he said something about like screaming, but I guess not. Well, I mean, you're not in the gulag, so that's good. What would happen when I'm working on a roll? What you doing? What are you doing? He fears no slap. I'm so lost. Same here. I don't know what's going on.
This will irritate you. 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 This will irritate you.
I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Crazy going slowly. Am I 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. So you drove me literally insane, dude. You didn't irritate me. Drove me insane. Girl screams when Bison comes at car window and walks away with.
This is not text to speech.
Oh, wait, what is it then? and walks out with another animal hanging. Dude, bison is scary. The first dead body I ever saw, which is a weird thing to say, like, significant dead body. Obviously, you kill a mosquito, that doesn't count. When I went to my friend's farm, they just had, like, a dead buffalo just rotting in the field. And, like, we passed by on the quad, I was like, holy shit, it was, like, scary looking. It scared me, I was like 5.
EEWME Emirite.
What?
Thank you.
New buffalo? The shirts.
Sorry I yelled. Oh no.
We didn't even see what you got scared at. Yo. Hey, what's wrong?
No, thank you.
What is this smear? What is this? That was there before the buffalo approached.
Sorry I yelled.
Clean your shit. I like how she felt the need to apologize. That's like kind of adorable. Sister tries to sell her brother to a pet store. I think I've tried to do this on numerous occasions to my sister.
How'd your brother get so silly?
I think we should sell him.
For what?
Because something in him was wrong.
Why does she sound British but the dad sounds American? What's going on here?
Say that again.
Because something in him is wrong.
So what do we?
I'm not crazy, am I? The dad sounds American and she sounds super British. Well, not super British, but she like has a bit of an accent. Maybe the mom's British?
Do? Who are we gonna sell him to?
The pet store.
A pet store or something?
Oh, I am so smart. How do I know?
What do you think we could sell him for?
$1 or $2 or $3.
Is that a lot?
$54.
There we go. That's big.
54 sounds like you've been thinking about this. What are you gonna spend the money on?
A brand new
I
car.
really wanted a toy owl, so that's what I was spending on.
So we'll sell your brother and buy a toy owl.
Yeah, for that much dollars.
I don't know if we can get $54 for him. Why?
Because
She's so serious.
Because why?
Because. Imagine selling your son to buy your daughter a toy owl. That's pretty cool. Imagine the headlines. You become so famous from that.
Oh, maybe we could buy him on sale.
Oh my god, profits!
So okay, so we'll sell him for $54. What do you think we could buy him for?
5.
$1.
Like, meanwhile, this kid is running in literal circles on the ground.
Okay, we'll sell him. Jason.
Also, that makes it kind of funnier. While they're like having this silly discussion, it's like they pan the camera and he's just running around in circles like an idiot. Not an idiot, but you know, like a kid.
We're gonna go sell you to the pet store.
And we're gonna buy a toy owl for me, and then we're gonna get
Kids like being abducted by aliens. Aliens.
Yeah, listen to Rachel's idea.
We're gonna sell you the pet store.
They both have little animal
100.
hats. Is that where she got the idea, you think? Because they're wearing little animal hats? The pet store?
So what do you
What is
think?
he? She's a frog.
Can
What
we
is
sell you
he?
to the pet store today?
He's like a little demon. He's just a demon monster thing.
Yeah.
I got 2 vids. One of them is a minute, another 7 to 10 seconds. Can I send? I have a Discord. If you go into it, just scroll down to the Chris React section. You can post on there if you'd like. Thank you. Welcome to the community. You're stuck here forever.
In real life, really.
It's real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was adorable, dude. What the hell? Oh shit, the imposter skusk. Dog doesn't recognize owner after weight loss until he sniffs him. Oh, he smells the hot dogs in his pocket. How quickly did he lose his weight?
Come here. Come here. What do you do?
Bork, bork. Isn't it scary to think that, like, at any moment, like, you love your dog, you love your cat, right? But at any moment, you could just be petting them, and then they're just, like, they just go fucking insane. They start biting the shit out of you, like, trying to kill you. I know that's, like, very unlikely, but, like, that has always been in the back of my mind, where I'm, like, petting anyone's dog. It's like, at any moment, this dog could just flip and just murder me. Is that weird? Do I have issues? Sniff him! Kids like that, I'm the weird one. Well, how often are you running around the snow? Hey, wait, I missed it. Aww. Thank you for following. Thanks. It's Jinxie Bot. Hey, it's Jinxie. I don't know why I thought your name had a boy in it. Dude, I clicked pause on 5 hours ago. I love how happy when dogs get like this. It's so cute.
You look skinny. You ain't eat. Come here, let me get you something. Come here. Come here.
Come here.
Here's another yellow. Come here, boy. Willie.
It's funny when they just don't know what to do and they start running around like idiots. I'm noticing a common trend here. Things just running around like idiots all the time. Kayla, hi Chris, I'm at my uncle's house. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Could have got that thing that removes fat. Oh, liposuction, that's a good point. Wow, Chris, wait to scare the youngins. Wait to scare the youngins. How's your uncle's place, Kayla? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Logan uploaded a video, The Misadventures of the Wild, episode 1. Let's check it out. 13 minutes, we're definitely not watching all this. Unless it's very good.
Ton don't need a gun to get respect up on the streets under the sun. The bastard son will pop the Glock to feed himself and by any means your enemy. My enemies, we wet them up like a canteen. The yellow tape surrounds the fate. Don't have a face, so now you late open the gates.
Interesting. Let's check it out. Is this just a Let's Play? I know you posted the thing yesterday, Logan, but it was very, it just felt kind of like... This is just a Let's Play, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, there's some, oh, I see. There's some thingies. Wait, was there a typo there? If there's a typo there... Oh, you're so lucky, dude. I'm kind of annoyed because my cousin stole my phone and spammed my friend. What'd they do? What'd they spam them with? Are there any highlights I should check out, Logan? Let's look for text. Oh, the cliff ends. Well, shit. Oh, shit, you're dead. Oh my god, why is that so loud? Alright, lesson 1 in editing. Make sure your audio is well balanced. My friend... who she spammed has not responded. Oh god, she killed him with the spam. She sent him selfies and called him. Oh, well, at least they know it's not you then annoying them. By the way, mine are 4 videos. Hopefully you'll still watch it. I'll check them out. Like the thing with long videos like this, if there's, you know, if there's nothing crazy going on with them, I'll leave a like to support you. Dreamy Linguine. nice name on here, Logan. Is that there's, you know, there's not a whole lot, you know, special to see them with, right? 1 broken bone later. Wait, what? Holy shrimp! It is essentially a let's play without commentary and like the text, which is good. The only problems I have with this episode is that the text is too quick sometimes and the sound is too loud sometimes. Son of a... Oh, it's fine. Oh my. Let's skip around a little bit here. Who needs timing? Wait, what? I might have missed the context there. Oh, I thought you died there. This puzzle took me forever to figure out, I'm pretty sure. I miss this game. I really want to do an attempt to get all the Koroks on stream, but I think that's a horrible idea. Which if I was born. But yeah, like I said, I'm willing to check out videos. You guys, you know, your own videos, but just don't be offended if I don't watch the whole thing, especially if they're like long. You know. Alright, let's see if Logan can figure this one out. Now hear me out. This is your first time playing this, is it, Logan? Well, I'll leave now. Goodbye, lads. See you, Doug. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you, buddy. We'll have to hang out sometime. Ball equals ball. Cool. Why hope now? This is a poopy home. Look at all the rain. Look at the draft. You're gonna have a draft coming. Hoo-hoo. Yeah. What are you editing with, Logan? How come this is so much louder? I thought it was just the added audio you put in. That was loud, but that was to be continued. No, he's dead, man. He's dead forever. Here, I'll have you a like. You guys can check out Logan's video if you'd like. Here, I'll post it right on over here. And we move on now. When Google Translate goes wrong.
Morkalam. Bless you.
Hello, everyone.
Bless you.
Welcome to Soot House.
Yo.
So, basically, the video we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at things that have been badly Google translated.
This is the only one I recognize. Wait, is this Wait, is this George Not Founds? Is this Jack Manifolds? I know some of these people. I know Wilbur's 100%, like Wilbur Soot, right? Obviously.
hell yeah.
The Minecraft guy.
Do not to spy.
Yeah, Jack. Leave this woman alone.
Rihanna, leave Jack alone.
About
This has Call Me Carson vibes.
Brown stick in the middle.
Frog slide. Person below
Nice.
54 feet of height are permitted.
That's not feet, that's inches, idiot.
One person
What
at
did I
a
say?
time below 54 feet of height are permitted.
Look, I know it's 54 inches. Lay off, alright? I'm a metric boy.
One person at a
Boy.
time. Enter with feet first. This is not meat for adults.
I mean, they just missed a letter there.
Vegetables!
True! Fruits are so much cooler.
What are vegetables for fucking?
Fuck your vegetables!
VeggieTables is my favorite cartoon as a child.
Tiny grass is dreaming.
Aw, what are they dreaming about?
Dreaming about what?
Hey, I just said that!
Being big grass.
What's up? Hey, that guy, that enemy, what's up, man?
Please
Welcome to the stream.
Using method. Ready to slice sandwiches and stuff. In the middle of two sandwiches into a stuff. Hundreds die in a sandwich press.
Not again.
Take off the broken edge and die. A lovely, delicious
A lovely death.
sandwich snack is ready.
Ha. Not fun word at all. Ha. Sort of funny.
Funny.
Haha. Just humorous.
Just humongous.
Funny but not blonde. Genuinely.
How are
genuine
else
fries
everything misspelled here?
funny. Lon.
Recommended.
Funny.
True.
Mockingly funny.
That's not even true. I don't think I've ever. Wait, am I just dumb? Wow. Like someone's grandma bought him for that from the Dollarama for his birthday or something.
Grass is awesome. Why you?
If you want to suggest videos, that guy anime, you can throw them in the Discord here. Join it, and then you scroll down to Chris Reacts here, and you post it in the bottom there. I'm going through, as you can see, I'm going through them in an order here. So, yep, that's the bizdilio.
I want to be your friend.
I want to
deserve
be
to
your
death.
friend. True.
My English is not good, but this is a fucking.
Wait, that might even be wrong. That's like maybe maybe that makes sense with the video. Maybe there's like, you know, some kind of like sexual joke or something like that. I mean, like maybe that's it. 8 of those.
It is forbidden to dog.
Oh no.
Actually, that one kind of makes sense in British English.
Do not touch dog.
You don't go dogging with actual dogs.
Yeah.
Don't tell
You
the
might
Americans
really
what
know
dogging
what.
means.
Glad we can't see that bottom image because that looks like he's properly giving that dog a
No,
seat.
dude, that's a hot dog with a circle above it. With a sun above it. Someone's pointing this hot dog at the sun. Dark Gary, light Gary. Both look pretty like Gary to me. Is he even wearing different clothes? Kind of sucks. This was first montage ever made on mobile. You can join Discords on mobile. Like Gary.
Money changer, no commission, no rip-off, no bull, no fuck shit.
Oh shit.
No massine, full honest, 100%.
What is that even supposed to mean?
The child. I am a Santa Claus.
Oh no.
Some Christmas big ritual needs to give you. Any
Big
your
ritual?
family does not have the chimney. Does not buy.
Hey, have any of you ever had experience with clingy margarine?
All the time. 50 Shades of Gary.
Can't say I have.
Please do not go.
Introducing
Please. I'm so
Scooter.
lovely.
Adapt to all kinds of pavement.
Ooh,
The
excellent.
pebbles, the glass, the asphalt. Swear.
It adjusts to square? Hey, you just can't talk Italian like that. Anything is possible. I like how these are hashtags, by the way.
Anything's possible?
George, can you just take these last ones away? They're really short
Can't
ones.
do that voice.
Yes, you can just do it. They're really short ones.
Uh-oh.
So there's a Roblox
Why don't-
community around bad Google translating.
Holy shit.
A Roblox community?
I am Jules. Goku meet stop living.
That just might be someone trying to be funny. Wait, or is that where these come from? I literally see people say go commit die all the time. Is that where this comes? This is a 2018 video. That does. Wow, is this the origin of what people saying this stuff?
Do you are half stupid?
Yes. What even is he? Reddit. My dyslexic ass thought that was spelled correctly for a second. I do this all the time. My mom's name is Barb, and the amount of, like, I remember, well, I was gonna say the amount of times, but this only happened once. And like in middle school, we did like art, right? And I guess I drew a picture of my mom or something. I don't remember. But like, anyways, I wrote her name, and instead of writing Barb, I wrote down Bard with a D instead of a B. And people was like, Chris, you know you spell with a D, right? You spell Bard. I was like, oh. I felt very dumb. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yep, that's a Reddit, right? Darp.
Like the ancient Chinese proverb.
Like the legend of the Chinese prophets. Yeah.
So what does
That's-
everyone think of it?
Wait, is that a bad translation of put a sock in it?
Socrates.
Ooh. Words of the week. Get out of here.
I like big butts and I cannot lie into
True.
friend.
Oh, it's over. Okay. I thought there was more after this. Among Us. All right, moving on. Good video. Good video. Touchdown. Excuse me. I'm dying. Does this all have music? Yeah, I definitely can't listen to it with the music because that's definitely DMCA, but we can watch it muted. Blip, blip, blip. Jeez, ooh, nice, nice simple intro. I actually like that. That's pretty good. Actually, not a bad edit. Good job, man. It's very quick paced. I wish I could listen to the music, but I definitely can't. I'll definitely get a DMCA for that. And then ban forever and ever all men. Woo! How big is Fortnite these days? Is it like a... Can we see like a graph? Fortnite player base count. Graph. Giraffe. Just out of curiosity. I am shit at these kind of games, so I never got into Fortnite. But I wish I did, because it does look very fun. The next video is 10 seconds. It isn't copyrighted in this version. Okay, sounds good. I could do up to around 30 seconds of copyrighted music. But especially with like this kind of music, this like would you call that rap? I don't know. But like that especially like that kind of music, it's a little more sketchy, a little bit. Damn. Okay, well, I mean, there's still from 2017. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the best trajectory, but it's not bad. I mean, this is literally a random spending on online games past year. Okay, that's literally not even, like, player count. Is this total play? Wait, what is this? Registered Fortnite? Okay, that's not, like, current activities here. Fortnite! Oh, my God. Player notes. Well, these are all screenshots, so I want, like, an actual, like, I'm curious, like, how big Fortnite currently is. Fortnite player count 2020. See, watch your sound. Okay, I will do. How many people are playing Fortnite in 2021? 2021 dead game. No, it's definitely not dead, but not as many people talk about it. All right, I give up. I thought I'd be able to find a simple chart. Alas, I could do no such thing. Nice, good job, man. Why is it called Kiss? Google Translate song lyrics. This should be good.
Hello.
Hello?
Do you know what Google Translate is?
No, I've never used
The
that.
song is called Kiss. Okay, that would have been my first guess. So I actually made a guess, but I didn't. You need to describe more. Google Translate this later.
But if you translate something between lots and lots of different languages, it becomes a garbled mess of the great pinnacle of
They got rid of the girl. These guys are sexist.
writing it once was. So we're going to be looking at famous songs translated multiple times through
Calcium Dream.
So the first song we're
Calcium
gonna look at is
Dream.
My Name Is by Eminem.
True.
Translated from English to Basque to Somali.
Congratulations. My name.
What?
My name.
Yeah.
My name is Slim Shady. Congratulations.
I like how the original
This is
lyrics
my
here.
name.
That's good.
Correct.
My name.
What?
My name is Slim Shady. Congratulations. My name.
What?
My name.
Huh?
Yeah.
My name is Slim Shady. Congratulations. It is my name.
Correct.
My name.
With all the crazy technology we have, I'm honestly pretty surprised translations like this are still pretty trash overall. I realize like a lot of things like have like no direct translations and it's difficult. But there's a lot of like insanely difficult things we've conquered on the internet. So I'm shocked there's no like real good way to do this
Do you
yet.
want to be violent?
I'm sure it'll happen eventually though.
Yes.
Check for 9 nails. Any of my eyes?
My eyes.
You want to make a copy and do it?
Yes. Yes.
Try to crouch and fuck.
I don't know the song, so it's not as funny. You skip.
Can we do?
Off by Taylor Swift.
Shake it off.
From English
Shake it
to
off.
Basque to Somali again.
It was late, I did not get my mind.
I stay out late.
What
Nothing.
people
Okay,
say,
I don't know
that
the
is,
song either. I
people
guess.
say, I have a lot of dates, but I cannot stay there. At least what people say.
It's too. If you don't know the song, it's really hard to.
Hatred, hateful, hateful.
I know this part.
Children, shake off, and the shake, I have risen. And
Oh
the
my
shake
God.
Has fallen. I'm so sorry, I'm dry.
All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Feelings will break, and break, and falsehood
I got that
shall
part
be
right.
false. That's cool.
It's like how the hell did this happen? Shake, 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 and then shake off, and like how? That's so weird. That like elongated the like it added a bunch of things that weren't there initially.
And lies and lies and lies. My children shake off and the shake. I have risen and the shaking has fallen. I'm so sorry.
Ow, I bit my tongue.
I am dry.
Oh no. I'm dry. They misread it. What the hell is this background, by the way? I thought it was marble, but this looks like snow or something. But what is this?
That is
I have
top
risen
notch.
and the shaking is falling.
True.
That's it.
It's important. Read this one.
Baby Justin Bieber.
Oh,
God.
whoa. Who are you? Who are you? You know that you love me. I know that you care.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to go there.
True.
You
Same.
are my love, but you are my heart. And no,
Hey, I got
never
that
will be
right.
separated. Are we treasures?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, quit playing.
Oh,
We
you
are
got that part
friends. Where are you? According to another, look carefully at my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time.
Aw.
I became a baby, baby, baby. And
Accurate.
Babies, babies, babies. Like infants, baby, baby. Oh, I thought you were my
Beautiful.
baby helmet, baby. As babies, babies.
This video's not really hitting me very well.
Thank you.
Let's see what else we got here. Mr. Brightside. Get the out of my fucking cage.
The reasons she began to kiss. How it ended. This kisses.
Hey, speaking of kisses.
She called the taxi, despite the fact that there is smoke, and she performs oral sex. Now listen.
What else we got here?
My stomach is very painful.
Nicki Minaj. Anaconda.
My head.
Oh god.
There we go. My python is not. My python is not.
I wish my python was.
Unless you get a buns, my python won't ask for any more.
Oh god.
A boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. The money of the cannabis dealer. He got some coins. In a gun battle with the law. But he lives in it.
I think this is confusing to like, cause like I feel like I have to read this and then listen with it, and it's like there's too much to actually absorb this video properly. You have to like, unless you know the song by heart and you know exactly what they're gonna sing next. Like even though I know this song, it's very hard to kind of like.
Alexander McQueen. He made me very fashionable.
Like,
This is
keep up
real
with it, you know?
eat to eat.
God Save the Queen is
The
good in
gun
this
is
video.
in my wallet. The scorpion I am wearing.
Start to improve. Hey, do not be afraid. You
Alright,
want to-
let's go to God Save the
But
Queen.
I fucking love the Queen.
Well then,
Same.
Charlie, you're gonna read this one.
Isn't our national anthem Mr. Brightside anyway?
God saves us from that luxurious beauty.
Oh.
She has lived a long time.
True.
Must be stopped.
Oh God. That's pretty good.
God protects the Queen. Send him victory. Happy and burgers.
Very American, very American.
For a long time, she is our God.
Whoa.
And protects the Queen.
That's interesting. It took God from down here and put it up here instead.
Chinese journalists from China tried to steal your mind. And young girls in Sweden.
Alright, we're gonna move on from there. I could smell the sweat. Wait, which one is that? The streamable one. Let's watch it again. Ooh. Well, I really don't know what the hell's going on here. So are you just spamming building essentially to stop them from shooting? I'm guessing. How do you keep track of where they are? I don't know. I have too small brain for this. Cool. All right. Well, we'll add a an Eggman O to that to emphasize the fact that we're done with this. But there's one more video that guy that anime posted. So let's check it out real quick. Call of Duty montage. I don't think they meant to send me the 20-second time code, but this is what they did. So we'll add better music to the background. Now we got the real shit. I don't even think he's here anymore. So let me know if you're still here, the anime that guy, and I can watch your video. But if not, we're gonna just move on out of here. Now the real question is there anything else I want to watch before we get on and we'll move on right on over here? Kayla! She got a yo, what time is it? Showtime. Woo! Fuck you all, I did it. I wish I could somehow post above her. Like, it'd be funny if I could, like, somehow delete her post and then just copy and paste this and then, like, have her post below mine, but I can't do that, so I won't. Kayla finally did it. Annika, you're slacking. Your tongue goofed it. Now the question becomes, what do we do now? Is there anything I want to react to? Let's see. I kind of got to pee.
Can you say hi?
How to talk to a baby.
Yeah, g'day and welcome to this instructional video
Yo.
on how to talk to a baby.
I'm pregnant.
Now, a lot of people think when you talk to a baby that you need to go like...
Wait, I'm gonna guess. He's gonna be like, oh, you cute. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that he's gonna say, don't talk to a baby like this. You want to talk to him like this. You want to talk to him like normally, because that's how you'll teach him how to talk properly.
Oh, hello. How are you? Did you have a good sleep? Yeah.
I thought just about to punch
we're
him.
in reality, you know, they're just a human like us, so you can just... talk
Oh,
like
she
this.
did not like that.
Hey, you're cool if we, like, just keep making these videos till you're, like, 20, yeah?
Dude, this baby's twerking. Stop it. I don't like that.
And you think, hey, you think these videos are funny, yeah? You think...
They're so weird,
like
man.
Me, Dad, making
They're
these
so, like...
videos is pretty funny, yeah?
They're just, like, twitching all over the place. Baby scared me.
And that was how to talk to a baby. High five?
I can't tell if this is, like, a...
That's it.
How much of this is a joke?
No twerking on camera.
Whoa! He made the same joke I did! I'm gonna be honest, when I made that joke, I was like, that was kind of a weird joke to make. But he made the joke too, so I feel better about it now. As an ex-baby, I completely agree, yep. I have heard that before. Oh shit, I forgot I was gonna look. That wasn't what I was actually looking to see if I... Let's see if you have like a longer video if we want to check out. Or you want to play a game. I don't know what I want to play today. There's a bunch of things I want to do. Resident Evil 8, I think we have one big stream of that left, so we can either do that. I don't think I want to use Subnautica today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe something Nintendo? Like, I kind of want to do a Nuzlocke. I don't know what I want to do. Like, because Gen 4 is coming out. The remakes of Gen 4 is coming out in November. So, initially, my plan was I was going to do a Nuzlocke of Gen 4. But now I'm like, how about instead of that, we just wait for the remakes to come out and I play that? Right? Maybe I should just do that instead. I talked about Ocarina of Time 3D, so maybe I'll do that. Not today, like, we'll start that... I don't know. And then Animal Crossing. Part of me kind of wants to play Animal Crossing, too. I don't know, man. The Kamar Daban incident. We can check this out. It's 18 minutes. That's a pretty decently, you know, it's not too long, not too short. Let's check it out.
Merch. I love the items that we have up so far, especially this limited edition hoodie. It's really comfortable and it's going to be available for the next 7 days. So check the link in the description if you'd like one for yourself.
Yeah, I'll check this video. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the Kamar Daban incident is. Wait, what'd that say? The following is disturbing. Well, hopefully there's like no dead bodies or something. Thought those guys were naked at first.
The Dyatlov Pass incident.
Oh, is this?
A case that many consider to be one of the greatest mysteries.
It didn't say pass
of all
in it,
time.
so.
As over 60 years later, there is no agreed upon conclusion to what exactly had happened to those hikers.
This is a very
And
interesting
part of
case.
What has always drawn me to this mystery is its uniqueness, as I always thought nothing like it could ever happen again.
Until...
Little did I know, it already has.
Wait, what? Wait, this is a separate incident.
It was
Yeah, the
August 9th,
Daltov Pass or whatever is what the first
1993,
one's called.
As a group of Ukrainian kayakers paddled their way through a remote river in southern Siberia.
There's no remote there.
The
I don't
river
see a
tour
television.
would take them near the vast Kamar Daban mountain range and give them a full view of its beauty.
Ooh.
As they followed
That
the
pan shot looks
twisting
very
river,
unprofessional.
The group
This
would
one looks
catch
professional.
a glimpse of something moving in the woods. It was a young lady wandering
SpongeBob.
aimlessly with a frozen expression on her face. She was all alone with blood on her jacket. The kayakers would call out to her, asking who she was and if she needed help.
It's me.
But the girl didn't answer. In fact, she didn't say a word.
That's some
Whatever
haunted
she had
shit.
seen on that mountain range had traumatized her to the point where she couldn't speak, having barely spoken of the incident to this day. The kayakers would bring her back to civilization, where it would be discovered that her name was Valentina Yudachenko.
She's
A hiker who had
Valentine's
been
Day?
visiting the area as part of a tourist expedition
No
through
way.
the mountain range. But the concerning part was, she wasn't alone. Or at least she hadn't been when she started her hike. In fact, she had
Where is
been
she?
with 6 other
Is that her? I don't think that she's blonde, right? Is this her?
hikers during her trip. Hikers who were nowhere to be found. What happened
she killed
in
them
those
all.
mountains that was so traumatic that it left Valentina in a state of shock for years and caused the disappearance of her entire crew? Well, the story is...
Wait, I want to see her
it
crew.
caused the disappearance of her entire crew.
Is that child?
Well, the story is...
How
as
dare you bring a child on a
strange
hike?
And disturbing as it gets.
I've never heard of this before. There are a few slight variations of the story that have been reported, but this version is most consistent with Valentina's testimony.
It all started on August 2nd, 1993, 7 days before Valentina would
7
be
days.
found lost in the woods. A group of 7 hikers had set out on a tourist expedition through the Siberian mountain range of Kamar Daban. The group consisted of 24-year-old Tatiana Filipenko, 23-year-old Alexander Kreisen, as well as Denis Svachin, Victoria Zalasova, Tamar Bapanov, and of course,
Bapanada.
Valentina Yudachenko, each of whom were merely teenagers.
They're all
But
teens?
despite their youth, they
What?
were all well-trained and experienced hikers, and the group was led by 41-year-old Ludmila.
Oh my god!
Ludmila,
Big brain
an
time.
internationally renowned master in pedestrian tourism.
Oh my god, she had to get an
with
extra
immense knowledge
large
of
hat.
the area.
To fit those
They
brains.
were a well-prepared and run group, and the Kamar Daban Mountains were not viewed as being dangerous.
Really curious about this footage.
especially in the middle of
Is this
summer.
just all B-roll or is this
The
like?
general area was
No, this
a
is
popular
not from-
tourist attraction. And when Ludmila's crew set out on the morning of August 2nd, 2 other groups would follow on nearby trails.
Oh,
One of which was even led by Ludmila's 16-year-old daughter, Natalia.
The
two
baby
would plan
16.
on meeting up the very next day in the mountains along with their respective crews, before Ludmila and company would continue on towards Ludyanka, their final destination. And luckily for them, the weather forecast had predicted clear skies for the majority of the trek, making the conditions perfect for a hike. However, the forecast couldn't have been more wrong.
Dude, actually, I was listening to a story. I watched a I listened to a podcast the other day about like a guy that went for a hike in the woods with his girlfriend, and they were kind of wearing like shorts and a t-shirt and stuff. But all of a sudden, like a weird cold draft hit them, and they got trapped in a snowstorm in the middle of the woods. And her heart stopped beating. It was like 2 hours before like a rescue team could get to them and like fly them out. And she was literally dead for like 2 hours, but they were able to like, she was essentially frozen, and her body essentially went into like a hibernation state, and they're able to bring her back. That's insane. Her heart stopped beating for 2 hours, and she came back and she was completely fine. No brain damage, no like, I think she had some long-term I don't remember. I listened to this podcast like maybe 2 weeks ago, but that amazed me. That's crazy what people could
On and off
survive.
spouts of freezing rain poured down upon the group and predicted an oncoming snowstorm as the group climbed the Kanulu Mountain. And by August 4th, the snowstorm was in full effect.
It was a different
pummeling
story.
the exhausted hikers and forcing them to reroute and miss their connection
There's
with
no way it's the same one I
Natalia's
heard from the
group.
podcast.
Drained of energy, Ludmila would make the call to set up camp
Okay,
near
actual
the
photos.
top of a clear summit.
It
and
looks like
rest
a
for the night.
looks like video game graphics from like an indie game.
A move that to this day is still questioned, as the hikers were merely half an hour away from a shelter that stood on top of that very mountain.
A half hour away in a snowstorm is a pretty long ways. Half hour could easily turn to hours depending on how bad that storm
The
is.
sun would rise the next day to more stormy weather, with the snow continuing to fall around them. Ludmila knew
sucks.
that staying where they were would only spell trouble, so she ordered the group down the mountain and into the cover of the woods below. They'd never make it there.
No!
Just minutes into their descent, Alexander Kreiston would begin to stumble. The man considered to be the strongest of the group would fall to the ground as his mouth began to fill with foam. Blood would rush out of his ears and his nose as he
That
laid there
sucks.
seizing violently in front of his group.
Man.
The hikers stood there stunned. Kreiston was in perfect health, and just minutes ago he was fine. And now he laid in front of them.
Ukraine, huh? Radioactivity poisoning.
Dying. They had been outside for mere minutes, and already one of their crew members were down. Recognizing the severity of the situation, Ludmila knew that they had to react.
She has a haircut
quickly.
in her mouth.
So she volunteered to stay behind with Alexander and appointed the 2 remaining boys, Dennis and Tamar, to lead the rest of the group on their descent to the forest. And so,
That seems like a bad
the 5
idea.
hikers-
Shouldn't the boys stay with her and she could like track back down to them? That seems like a bad idea. Why send the unexperienced guys and leave the guide there? Shouldn't the guide always be the one that's moving?
Continued moving forward without their leader and their strongest member, trudging ahead
that's a
in
bad
state
idea.
of shock and confusion. However, this descent wouldn't last long. As they walked out of sight of Ludmila and their dying friend, screams started ringing out from on top of the hill. It was Ludmila. They rushed back up to see what was the matter, only to find a disturbing scene. Alexander was lying there, dead, and Ludmilla was dying too, unable to move and on her last breath. To this day, it's still unclear what she died from, with reports saying that she had suffered from the same mysterious illness that Alexander seemed to have, while others say that it may have just been a heart attack. But either way, chaos erupted from the group.
That's interesting.
Both Victoria and Tamar would quickly collapse on the ground, twitching
Dubby
violently
Man, what's up?
and bleeding the
Love the
same
stream.
way that Creason had. They began tearing at their clothes, ripping them off and grabbing their necks as if they were being choked.
Wow, this is exactly the
All whilst they
Dalto
desperately
Pass
tried
incident.
to gasp for air. Valentina rushed to help Victoria, but in an instant, the suffering girl would sink her teeth into Valentina, biting her and forcing her to back off. While this happened, Dennis started to run away from the group out of fear and confusion.
Yeah, I would
having
too.
no idea what was happening to his friends, or why. He could only watch as, one by one...
What? So, what the hell could that be? Maryland? I don't know why you said that, but I'm guessing that's where you're from. Well, hello, I'm Canadian. Hello. Like mass hysteria? Is that like that's the only thing I think like that? Ew. Like what else would that? And like just lack of food, or you don't have any like shelter, obviously. Like that's what else could that be? That's
They
scary.
began to lose their minds and their lives.
And then lose your mind.
With Dennis hiding
Up
from
in
the
here,
group,
up in
Tatiana
here.
also began to tear her warm clothing off, exposing her body to the freezing cold elements. She too
Everyone's a
grabbed
slut for Mother
furs
Nature.
and acted as if her
Sorry.
own body was torturing her. Once on the ground, she would turn her attention to the rock that laid next to her, and in an instant she would begin to smash her
Snow!
head against
True.
it over and over again until her body would go limp. In a matter of what must have felt like minutes, the group of 7 had withered down to just 2, as the suffering hikers had stopped moving altogether, likely having succumbed to their mysterious symptoms.
Mysterious.
Dennis would emerge to help Valentina, as the two were the only...
Like, how? Like, I'm just trying to like put myself in their position right now. YouTube. This is in fact YouTube. Yes. I'm just trying to put myself like in their shoes. Imagine you just watch all your friends kill themselves in front of you, and you don't know what the hell's going on. They're all just acting crazy and like flailing all over the place and smashing their head. Like, what a horrifying sight. What could this be? What would cause something like that?
Faltered. However,
Thank
their
you for
health
following.
was
That scared the hell out of me. Thanks for following me, dope man. I appreciate it.
together as well. They remained in the forest, close to the site where their whole group had just died, unsure of what to do next. And I can't imagine the silence, the confusion they must have been experiencing as they stood there together after witnessing
Yeah.
all their friends.
Thank
drop
God there's
dead
two of
in
them
front
still, though.
them. Friends that a mere hour ago were in perfect health.
Laughing along, having a good time, and
Stark
they're just
fate
died.
wasn't quite finished with the group either, as a short time later, Dennis would collapse alongside Valentina, as he too began bleeding profusely,
What
leaving
the hell?
Valentina as the only living member of the group.
Moon.
Completely traumatized and scared for her life, Valentina took supplies from the camp and proceeded to wander alone in the forest. She did so for 3 days before being found by the kayakers on August 9th.
Остальным дала команду спускаться вниз, но почти сразу остановила группу и попросила подняться за ней кого-нибудь.
It doesn't show the bodies, does it?
И остальные накрылись им.
They're
Я
blurred.
поднялась к коровиной. Глаза у Саши были огромные.
Okay, thank God they censored that for me.
It would be 3 weeks before the bodies were discovered, as they received no guidance from the deeply traumatized Valentina.
Yeah, I'd be pretty
And
traumatized from
what
that
the rescue
too.
party saw when they stumbled upon the scene would shake them to their core, with one member saying it was a scary picture. The hikers were lying on a small ledge, some huddled together, some a little distance away. They had no eyes. In the empty sockets
Well,
and parted mouths,
I mean, that's probably from crows, though.
worms were crawling.
I mean, that's pretty normal for a dead body
It's a
from,
story
like,
that
what, 3
seemingly
weeks, you said?
makes no sense. 6 healthy people turning insane
That's what
and
I'm
dropping
curious
dead
about.
in a matter of minutes.
What would cause all of that?
Which prompts
I like
the
Maryland's
all-important
cool.
question: what happened to those hikers?
I have no opinion about it. I don't know
Question
anything
that
about
to
Maryland.
this day remains without a true answer. A few of the hikers' bodies would be flown into the Siberian city of Yuli, where autopsy reports ruled that the 6 hikers had died of hypothermia and protein deficiency, pointing to the idea that the group had not been eating enough throughout their trip.
I know, like, hypothermia, once you get cold enough, you start, like, acting, like, your body does this weird thing where you start to feel, do you have an Xbox? I do not know. I have a PC, I have a Nintendo Switch, and I have a PlayStation 4. And Nintendo 3DS. For whatever reason, when you get cold enough and your body starts to die, it starts doing the opposite of what it should do. It starts getting you start feeling super hot, even though you're super cold, and you just start ripping off your clothes. So I'm guessing that's what would cause something like that. I mean, they were like weathered in a snowstorm for 2 days.
The less I believe that this is possible. Just looking over the
But it's really weird that that happened to them all at once, especially with the bleeding through the ears. I don't think that happens with hypothermia. That doesn't make any sense. But like the ripping off the clothes, that is, you know, people do that when they get hypothermia. Do you have a Nintendo DS? I mean, I have a 3DS, which also acts as a DS. I also do have a Nintendo DS
Cause
somewhere.
of death does explain
I have a couple
some of
actually.
their
One has the top screen is broken though.
behaviors, such as the paradoxical undressing. However, it fails to explain them all. The
Yeah.
bleeding, the
Seizure, psychosis, paranoia. Well, psychosis, not really. The paranoia, yeah. Was there paranoia, though? I don't think it was paranoia. The psychosis there definitely was, though. Change of personality. I mean, they were just dying. Bleeding the ears and nose. Yeah, that's what's interesting to me. Why were they bleeding out their ears and their nose with hypothermia? That doesn't make any sense.
the banging of their heads against rocks, the foaming of the mouth, and the bleeding are all inconsistent with this conclusion.
Yeah, the bleeding is the most intriguing to me.
In addition, I find it strange that the hikers had perished a mere
Do you have a
minutes
TV?
into their hike. They had only been outside and exposed to the elements for a short period of time.
There's my
And
TV.
they all had a long, warm night's rest in their tents. So how
Well,
could hypothermia have set in so
well, a warm
After
night's rest
all,
in a
it was
snowstorm in a
summertime,
tent. I don't know
and
about
despite
that.
the snow, the temperature was likely barely below freezing. Also,
It doesn't matter how below freezing it is. Below freezing is still below
if
freezing.
hypothermia were truly to blame, and they were in such bad shape that
Snowstorm.
each hiker died in the span of minutes, then how could Valentina have continued to survive for 3 more days? It just doesn't make sense.
She's
And
magic.
as for the protein deficiency, Valentina herself had mentioned that the group had eaten well throughout their trip, and had even ate together on the morning of their deaths. It's also worth noting that they
ate together, huh?
As a group together, with each member eating the same thing.
Uh-huh.
So how had Valentina survived if she had
Some
eaten
kind of food-borne illness, maybe?
what they had eaten? And
Do
it's
you get
caused
rain?
myself
Yes.
and many others
I
to
sure
doubt
do.
this theory. But if it wasn't hypothermia and protein deficiency, then what could it have been?
Maybe hypothermia and some whatever was in the food.
As is the case with
and she
most
just got lucky.
mysteries, some have blamed the supernatural,
But they would have found that in the autopsy.
believing that something otherworldly had happened to the group, while others have taken a more scientific stance, blaming things like low frequency in the area, which caused the group to go in a panic.
Oh, that is a
I'm
thing.
believing either of these, as the area was not all that remote, and it's well studied by scientists.
Oh, I love remotes.
Plus, this doesn't line up with Valentina's testimony, as well as the conditions of their bodies. Another possibility is that the group had eaten something poisonous on their trip.
But nothing
An
else on the
idea that is
autopsy.
certainly possible, as Ludmilla was often known to be a forager, so perhaps she had picked some sort of fungus or berry, giving it to the group to eat, without realizing that it was actually toxic.
Yeah, it's like maybe they found magic mushrooms in the forest.
Poisonous mushroom could
KFC.
certainly cause the hikers to hallucinate and potentially bleed internally.
Yeah!
But the issue is,
Wasn't from the
Valentina
autopsy.
never mentioned that the group had foraged for food, and she is on.
I mean, that doesn't mean she didn't do that, though. She could have just grabbed something and didn't... Like, the guy could have just grabbed something, just... Either she didn't hear her say, like, hey, I found this in the woods, or she just didn't mention it at all. I mean, she's a guide, after all. She doesn't have to explain everything. Insanity! Wait, is the YT for YouTube? Insanity YouTube 66. Thanks for following me. I appreciate you, buddy.
record
What's
saying
going on?
that they had eaten well. If they had ate something suspicious out there, she certainly would have told authorities.
But it would have been found the
Plus, if they
autopsy
had
is
all
the real
eaten
thing.
Together, then how had Valentina not been poisoned?
Maybe she didn't eat as much. Maybe she just got the unpoisoned parts. Like that's silly.
And finally, Ludmilla was an expert at this kind of stuff.
Where are you watching
So it's
Necrolly? I
unlikely
am.
that she would make a mistake of this magnitude, especially given how well she knew the area. But if it hadn't been the food,
I
that
haven't
had
heard of 64. I do
poisoned
not. I don't regret the follow how.
perhaps it was
I just found this guy super recently. I don't remember how I found him though.
something in the
Someone
air.
might have. How could I request a vid? Generally what I'm doing is I have a Discord here, and you can go to the Discord, and then if you scroll down to Chris Reacts here, you can post the videos in here, and I'll check them out. That being said, I am going to be switching to a game soon, but if you post a video in there, I will watch it. As long as it's not insanely long. Well, if it's insanely long and it's extremely interesting, then I'll watch it, but depends what you post, I
It has
guess.
since been known for their development of deadly chemical weapons, producing them in secret and testing them in undisclosed locations. And around this time, it's documented that they had a specific interest in deadly nerve agents, chemicals that could have caused the hikers to snap and act the way they did, as well as causing their bleeding and foaming.
What is that?
them out.
Nah, the tongue.
Because of this, many think it's possible
What,
that the Russians have been
SpongeBob?
testing or even dumping their chemicals.
Like
in
I
the
said, if you
area.
want to suggest a video, Dobby man, you can throw it in the Discord there. Make sure though you post it in the Chris Reacts section. Don't post it in the general chat. Chris Reacts. Oh shit. Annie trying to steal the limelight. That's funny. I'm curious if Kayla copies and pastes this or she types it out every single time. I think she types it out every single time. I put 2 vids in there. Cool. Oh, I see. All right, cool.
Where the hikers just happened to be. After all, in 1993, the Soviet Union was already disbanded.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
An
wasn't that
event
disbanded already?
caused thousands of these chemical weapons to go missing, likely being sold or banned. And just looking at the way the hikers had died,
you scared me.
It seems like the best possibility for explaining how it happened so quickly. Now, following this theory even more, the case gained virtually no media coverage, besides
Yeah, I've
for
never
a
heard of this
single
before.
local article, and it's barely known to this day, pushing some to believe that it could have been covered up. And there's
Maybe.
also one
I don't know.
final
I think like news like this, sometimes it just doesn't catch on, even though it's like a big story like this. Sometimes for whatever reason, just people, maybe there's something else that was going on. Do you have VHS?
key detail
No,
that
I don't have a.
found in my
I mean, I have
research
VHS
that could
videos
point to
somewhere.
this theory being true. After authorities were alerted that a group of tourists were missing, they didn't set out a search party until a full week
Whoa!
had gone
They're walking
by,
backwards!
despite
Incredible!
there being clear weather. Some online have taken this as an indication that authorities were waiting for the toxins in the area to clear before beginning their search. But there are some issues. First of all, the location where the hikers were visiting was fairly popular, and they were a mere 100 meters away from a shelter that was designed for people to stay in. So
Wait a
why would
minute.
The military test or
Did they say they were 30 minutes away before? That's very different from 100 meters.
dump weapons there?
Tara
Didn't they
Strong.
select a
That
more
is a person.
remote area? And also, how had Valentina survived? If there truly was a deadly chemical in the air there
That's like asking how does someone survive when their house gets bombed. I don't know, dude. It just happens.
that was so powerful
They got lucky.
that it killed every member of the group that quickly, then it's nearly impossible that Valentina would have survived.
Is she alive
And
still?
because of that, I can't settle on this as a definite
Come on,
conclusion.
Japan.
It's a
Valentina.
frustrating case as the answer seems so hard to settle on, potentially because it's been incredibly underreported, and the reports that are out there are filled with quite a bit of speculation rather
Is she
than
alive
fact.
still?
Also, of the original articles written on this, many were made in other languages, which may have led to things being lost in translation over the years. And though Valentina's testimony tells us what had happened on those mountains, it's also possible she had misremembered things, especially given the extreme shock and trauma she had experienced. She had also just recently started discussing this event, leaving things to be forgotten over the years. So with all these factors, it's possible we may not even have the full story, which just adds more mystery to this strange case. And given the lack of attention it's received, it's possible we may never know for sure what happened in those mountains. I want to give a huge thank you to my gold tier patrons, and of course my god tier patrons. Tracy Volpe, Alfred, Sam Lufty.
I did not mean to click that. So I'm trying to look up her and see if she's alive still. There's this. Is this her? It didn't look like her.
Да мне хотелось рассказать о своей
What?
приемной матери, которая меня воспитала.
This is a different Valentina? What is this?
Друг другу, что, ну, наверное, бывает родные сестры, так не бывает, как мы с нею.
I don't know, this is obviously not her though. I can't find information if she's alive still or not. No, I'm just seeing is this stuff. That's interesting. Unfortunate. Yeah! Oklahoma. I like Taco Bell. Do you have Google? Yes, I have Google. Do you want to ask any more 1,000 questions? Alright, so we're going to move on here. Alright, if this is a music video, which I'm guessing it is, I definitely can't watch this because I will get DMCA. This is a very good song, though. I do like this a lot. I definitely can't watch this, though, because I'll get DMCA on Twitch. I listened to 30 seconds, though. Du hast mich. Du hast. I hate. What? I hate you. Is that what it is? Yeah, sorry. I can't. You can't watch anything with music on Twitch. Well, you kind of can. You kind of can't. You might hear a bunch of streamers listening to music. It's very risky, though. In fact, literally just yesterday, there was a mass DMCA strike on a bunch of Twitch channels. And if you get 3 of those, your channel gets banned. Now, some bigger streamers probably have ways around that, but little old me definitely does not. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on that. Good song, though. Interesting. Let's check out this. Tubes 4. See, this is 40 minutes. I do want to watch this, but I think we'll have to do this another day. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow. You know, I'll watch this tomorrow. I'll be streaming, okay, it's 3:30 for me right now. I normally start streaming around 12:30. So if you're interested, come to my stream at around 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Where is it? Where's my favorite? Where's my no, not video advice. I'm blind. Help. Secret playlist. There we go. My secret playlist. I will watch this tomorrow. Okay. But what's this one? If this one's short, I'll watch it. 15 minutes. The Bjork Stalker. Do you like TV shows? Okay. This one's 50 minutes. We can watch this. I'm gonna watch. This will be the last video I watch, and then tomorrow we will more history for you. How long is this one? Yeah. See, these are too long. These are good, but they're a little long, unfortunately, and especially I do want to do some other things today as well. So here we'll add I add a reaction just to kind of keep in mind. I'll add a cronk emoji there. I use these emojis to keep track of like what's the last thing I watch. Even though I'm gonna watch this as well, I'm gonna skip the Napoleonic Wars. Actually, this is a very interesting. I know nothing about Napoleon, but I feel like I would like be very interested in learning about him because he seems like a very interesting feller. And then we'll also watch YouTube's Dark. I'm honestly very interested in, these are both very like interesting videos, not ideas, but videos I would be very interested in. Oh, it is a new episode? Wait, what does that mean? Also, hey, how do you say it? Idiotic Scumbag Jr. It's #1 trending right now? Wait, this one? Premiered 20 hours ago. Really? Okay, well, yeah, this seems very interesting. I'll check this out as well.
For certain groups, and husbands had full legal. Just a little baby boy.
Can't really say I like the animation style of this, to be honest, but
Dick. Whoa.
I definitely like these kind of like darker styled videos more. At least. Oh, I can't watch this. We can't watch this. No. Oh, I didn't know it was this dude. Yeah, I don't think we could watch this one actually. Well, we probably can. But with that thumbnail. Hold on. Even showing the thumbnail is probably not very good. He doesn't show anything wrong. Literally, there's I mean, it's a dude shooting himself in the head. Yeah, I've seen this video, not this video, but I can't, I might have to scan through this one on my own time and make sure there's nothing that could get me banned on this. I'm a little bit worried about it. Very interesting, though, and I am interested in this video. Yeah. Just for my own safety and not getting bans, I'm gonna double check this, and I'll watch that one tomorrow as well. 6 minutes. All right, but in exchange, I'll watch. Wait, hold on. In exchange, I will that I definitely shouldn't show that thumbnail for any longer than a few seconds, because that's definitely a no to be honest. So we're gonna no, part 2 is number 1. So overall, they're both one. Oh, yeah, this one's only 6 minutes. We could definitely watch this one though. He put it as a thumbnail, but he doesn't show it. I watched it. Okay, well, I want to believe you, Insanity, and you're probably right. But just for my own safety, I want to make sure on my own, if that makes sense, because that's a very touchy subject, especially for Twitch, and it doesn't take much to get Twitch mad at you, and I don't want to get in trouble. So just for my own safety, I believe you're probably right, but I want to make absolute sure, because just one little slip up of, oops, sorry Chris, I forgot that was in the video, and that could get me in trouble. I'm not going to watch a video on my own, but I'm just going to kind of like scan through it and make sure everything's good. But I'll do that off stream. We'll watch this one though instead.
And fashion. Truly the height of civilization.
Ostrich! What's that emu? What's the difference? I forget.
Everyone knew a big war was coming. France wanted some stuff back that Germany had taken from it. Germany wanted to take more of everyone's stuff, and they were building a big, sexy navy that was making the British uncomfortable.
I don't really know like what Germany's role in World War I is. Obviously, I don't really know what Germany did in World War II either. I'm just kidding, but I don't really know Germany's role in World War I.
These two empires thought they were really cool, but lots of different people who lived there didn't think it was so cool. And some of them had even been declaring independence with help from Russia. Everyone was talking about each other behind each other's backs.
Idiots.
The fact that military technology had come a long way since the last major war. And suddenly...
Wait, let's get him a chat. He doesn't do anything wrong. He put his thumbnail, doesn't show it. I watched it. Yeah, like yesterday, my friend got mad at me for saying they were too, wait, what? I don't want to get banned. Germany didn't start World War I. Oh, I know. But Germany was the most powerful. On World War I? See, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I know the kickoff of World War I was when, what's his name? Like that Duke that got assassinated. It's not like a FF name, like an alliteration name. Like the first name and the last name, they both, it's an F, right? Like, isn't it like Francisco or something like that? Let's see, I'm sure you'll say in a second.
Each other up. In this area of Austria-Hungary lived some Serbs and Bosnians who hated living in Austria-Hungary. So the Austro-Hungarian Archduke...
I'm pretty hungry myself there. Franz Ferdinand. There, I got the first name right. What's up, Creepy Knight?
With his car's route published in advance.
I said there are two genders and my friend got mad at me. Alright, well, we're not going to talk about that.
The way and threw bombs at his car, but they missed and blew up some officers behind.
Oh, idiot!
So the
nice going, idiot.
Leaves Sarajevo and the whole war never happens. Except no, the Archduke doesn't leave, but instead goes back out in the open-top car to visit the injured officers in hospital. The driver takes a wrong turn and by sheer coincidence gets stuck beside one of the failed assassins, who shoots him.
What? Wait, was the fact he went back out to show like how like we gotta remain strong, we will not bow down to terrorists? Is that what the ideal was there? Because good God, that did not work out.
Hungary is understandably pissed about all this, and they think the Serbian government had something to do with it, which they might have. So they go to their ally Germany and say, "Hey Germany, we're gonna declare war on Serbia," and Germany is all for that. So Austria-Hungary sent a big list of impossible demands to Serbia, and when
damn, I know country size doesn't matter, but just seeing Germany and Hungary are like these just giants imposing countries just in this tiny little baby country over here. He got assassinated, I think Serbian, Gavrilo Princip. I don't know what that is. I've put a more wholesome video on the Discord.
Austria-Hungary and Germany are friends, and Serbia is protected by Russia, who's friends with friends. So they'll declare.
Now that is a lot more intimidating.
On each other.
Montenegro joins in too.
Oh, we can't say that
France
word.
and Britain also have a kind of alliance. So when France says, "Hey Britain, you got my back," Britain is like, maybe.
Not because they're scared, but because they know it's France.
And then they decide to stay out of it, which is great for Germany because Germany has a plan. They know that Russia is so big and clumsy that it will take them a while to get ready for war. So with this guy in charge, Germany
okay, I want to read his name.
Troops into France at lightning speed while Russia's getting ready. Defeat France, then move all the troops to Russia and defeat Russia, and then we all speak German and eat Pfeffer potash.
Let's go!
Just one problem. France has loads of forts and defenses along its German border, and Germany can't waste any time fighting them, so Germany decides to go around them through Belgium.
Oh shit.
Belgium is neutral, but Germany wants to march 750,000 troops through it to get around France's defenses. They're hoping Belgium will just kind of sit down and shut up, but they don't. They fight back, and they're pretty good. They slow the Germans down. What's worse,
See, this is already very fascinating. I didn't know any of this. This is very fascinating.
is that Britain shows up, and they're pretty pissed that Germany's invading neutral countries. So now Britain
Chill.
Germany. So Germany push on through.
That's
Belgium
cool.
and
Sticking up for the little guy.
atrocities along the way. They also wear spikes and sometimes skulls on their uniform. So if you're trying to not
Interesting.
look
Destroy the Mad Brute. Enlist the U.S. Army.
like the bad guys, good job. The Allies have a propaganda extravaganza, and this starts having an influence around the world.
Remember Belgium. Buy bonds. Fourth Liberty Loan.
Notably in America, the U.S. President Woodrow Wilson sees himself.
He has an Omega sign on his glasses. What does it mean? Are you angry? Why tomorrow? What are you? I'm very confused. Your way of speech is very interesting, W man. I don't really know what you're talking about like 95% of the time. Why tomorrow for what?
And spends most of the war trying to get everyone to just hug it out. But there's also a large population of
good
ethnic
try.
Germans living in the United States, and when the war first broke out, they were like, "Yay, Germany!" But now that
Oh,
they're committing
God.
atrocities in Belgium, they're less enthusiastic.
Hey,
Display,
Germany.
Spot the French soldier. Did you see him?
There he is!
He's wearing a bright blue uniform with red trousers. And
Britain guaranteed Belgian neutrality since 1830. But in 1914, Germany invaded Belgium. It was guaranteed independence by British as Belgium declared independence from the Netherlands. So we said we'd protect. Oh, interesting.
You know who else spotted him easily too?
The Germans.
So when the French were slowly marching in columns through the countryside, the Germans easily tore them to shreds with their giant guns. All the nations involved in this war went in with an old-school war mentality.
Bayonet charges are cool. Cavalry is really effective. Dying for your country is awesome. I'm going to download Twitch on PS4 so I don't have to waste battery. Cool.
And all of them had to update their uniforms and tactics a lot during the Great War.
Yeah, the red trousers, the bright blue uniform is probably not great.
Because this war was going to be like nothing anyone
No
had ever
boots. Serbia
seen
just goes
before.
barefoot.
Russia's ready for war.
Ding dong.
but
Oh,
way more
fuck!
than expected. Hey, Austria-Hungary, can you get on top of that? Oh yeah, sure, we've got this.
Wah.
Germany has to send some troops back to the east to defend against the Russians. The
Do you have a
chief of staff
PS4? Yes, no, man. We've been over this. I do have a PlayStation 4.
of the Austro-Hungarian army is this guy, and although he is handsome, he turns out not to be
Ooh,
the best.
that must. Look at the angle this goes up, and look at the. What the fuck, man? What is this shit? Fix your shit, bro.
Austria-Hungary constantly ignores
Good going.
Germany's advice, and then comes running back to Germany whenever they get in trouble. Austria-Hungary even gets its ass kicked by tiny Serbia, who repels all their invasion attempts at the
Let's
start of the war.
go!
It's better news for Germany in the north, though, where they almost completely wipe out the Russian Second Army. Back on the Western Front, the Germans continue advancing and are in
shit.
sight of Paris.
Dude, imagine reading the news every day and learning how close they're getting to like where you live. Let's say you live in Paris. Is Chris gay? No. Do you have a PS5? I do not know. And I got a PS4 for some reason. PlayStation 4 was the first PlayStation I ever got. And the game that finally convinced me to buy a PlayStation was Spider-Man. I don't know, I know Spider-Man's a great game, but I don't know, like, why that game of all things, like, I gotta play that. And I streamed it, and I enjoyed it. And I got Red Dead 2, I streamed it twice, I just couldn't get into it, and then I never streamed the PlayStation 4 game again. And now it sits on my TV, and I use it for, like, Jackbox when I have friends over, which hasn't really happened in a while, because, you know, I'm a spoiled brat. I have a PS4, Xbox One, PC, Oculus Quest 2. I have a Quest over here, too. I want to use my Quest more. I don't know what I want to play, like, horror games or something with it. You don't ask people who's gay, man. Just I don't care. People, I mean, he was saying it as a joke. I don't care. That's fine. I do.
The Germans were going to get that quick victory after all, but then things start to go wrong. The French commander-in-chief knew something had to be done, and he ordered his armies to stop retreating. In the result,
is the volume okay for you guys?
A gap opened up in the German lines. If a gap opens up, the enemy can use it to flank you from the side and behind.
He said he was handsome.
Have to retreat. The Allies
Oh, that's why you asked. I see.
The Germans dig into defensive positions.
Did I even say that? Did I make fun of his mustache? Wait, was that the mustache? I don't even know.
The Allies do the same.
Also, there's nothing that doesn't say anything about sexuality for acknowledging someone that looks good. You're telling me you look at someone regardless of your sexuality, like if you're not, you can tell. Yes, the mustache man. You can tell someone is attractive. You don't. That doesn't mean you're attracted to them. You could just acknowledge someone looks good.
Then both sides move north, trying to outflank each other along the way. When they reach the sea, they're in a stalemate with trench systems running the whole way from the coast to Switzerland. The beginning of trench warfare on the Western Front. Here's how trench warfare works. Two opposing lines of trenches with no man's land in between. One side would pummel the other with hundreds of thousands of artillery shells, sometimes for days at a time. This had a huge psychological effect on
oh god, the shell-shocked face.
The soldiers, leaving many shell-shocked. Then, the attacking troops would leave their trenches and rush across no man's land. A muddy wet mass of shell craters and barbed wire. The defending trench would unleash machine gun fire on the attackers, inflicting thousands of casualties. The attackers would send wave after wave until either they gave up or
wave
the
after wave
finally overrun.
Wave after
there would be
wave.
months of fighting and the deaths of
Imagine running through no man's land.
thousands in order to gain.
I'm not attractive, lol.
Of land.
It moved. Ooh.
Living in the trenches was hard work too.
Wait, I want to see that picture.
A few meters or kilometers of land.
Like, are these guys sleeping? How do you even sleep with all it? Man, that's insane. Also, what happens when there's like a big torrential downpour? Like, this shit would flood so fast, right? You're literally making like empty riverbeds for rain to just gather. Like, how is that? Like, do they have a way to deal with that? If so, how?
Living in the trenches was hard work too. Corpses, mud that could swallow you whole, pools of poisonous water, rats, disease, the smell. It's insane that millions of soldiers put up with these conditions, and commanders ordered them to do so for years.
True. Oh, that's it. Well, how many parts are there? Is this the last part? I kind of want to keep watching this. This is from 2016, so good luck figuring.
Both sides stuck in a hard.
This is the last part. All right, we'll watch this. I'm actually I'm hooked. This is great. This is great.
Be about taking territory, but about
slowly drifting away, wave after wave. I only kind of know songs. I'm going on PS4 Twitch. Just download it. 5 seconds. Cool. Good job.
Simply wearing each other down. The Allies had plenty of men to.
Come on, I gotta lift each other up.
These dominions, and the British also started a naval blockade, so Germany couldn't import stuff like food.
No burgers.
A long grueling war, though, so they both thought of ways to break the deadlock on the Western Front. Idea number 1: new frontiers.
New friends. That's what that said.
Was quick to take German New Guinea. The Allies also quickly jumped on Germany's colonies in Africa.
Let's go.
Particularly in German East Africa, locals were enlisted as soldiers.
German East Africa? I've never heard of that in my life. Antarctica joins World War III. Let's go. No burgers, no.
By both sides, leading to a tragic loss of life for the native Africans. Some new combatants entered the war as well. The Allies' new friends were Italy and Japan. Japan was busy building itself an empire, so it was more than happy to take away German islands and colonies.
Yeah, let's go.
Asia. Italy actually had an alliance with Germany.
I don't like the way Italy's standing like that.
In Austria-Hungary before the war, but after some tense relations, and then the Allies promising to give them some of Austria-Hungary's stuff, they switched sides.
Whoop, whoop.
Italy opened up a
friends,
but like everyone else,
I was gonna laugh at like I don't know what country this is because I'm really bad with geology. But like it's just you're just surrounded by oil. Like, hey guys, don't worry about us. That's Switzerland. Okay, yeah, I would have never guessed that. Germany, East Africa is what nowadays is called Tanzania. Oh, interesting.
They were stuck in stalemate for most of the war. The Central Powers' new friend was a struggling empire in the Middle East. The Ottomans were divided on whether to actually join the war or not, since they had been exhausted by the recent Balkan Wars. Some of the politicians who did want to join went off on their own and fired some shells at Russia. Pew pew! And then came back and said, whoops, looks like we're at war now. The Ottoman
I like the fezzes, I like the fezzes, very fashionable.
The British, since the Middle East was full of oil, and Britain wanted all of that oil. First, the Ottomans tried to attack Russia in the Caucasus Mountains. They weren't prepared for the cold, and many of them froze to death.
Never fight Russians in the cold.
Desert to take the Suez Canal from the British, but that
Oh, and then a boat got stuck and I got fucked.
Then the Allies tried to take the Dardanelles at Gallipoli in a long and warfare campaign, but that also failed. The Ottomans blamed their initial losses on the ethnic Armenians living within Ottoman territory, and the resulting Armenian genocide led to the deaths of 1.5 million.
Oh, they're failing a lot, huh?
Then the Germans sent
Losers,
spies into
losers, losers,
Afghanistan to try to
losers.
convince the Arab tribes there to rise up in jihad against the British and attack India. But that plan failed, partly because the spies got bored, brewed their own alcohol, and got drunk, which is a bad thing to do in Afghanistan. All these
Really? Can't get drunk in Afghanistan?
The war. Aware that the Allies had more men,
I'm on PlayStation. Congratulations.
The Germans knew they had to do something to break the stalemate. Before the war, there was a
like
big
sneaking
conference
music.
that set out the rules of modern warfare. No chemical weapons.
Dude, I love that game.
No killing civilians. Basically, don't be jerks.
Assholes.
The Germans held a meeting and decided to be jerks.
True.
Air raids commenced over British cities.
I spit on my
they
screen.
also started attacking the Allied trenches with chlorine gas, and they used submarines to sink civilian ships.
Pew. Wow, they don't give a
Civilian
fuck.
ship was the Lusitania.
No getting drunk? How could they? Oh, wait, I'm 13. Oops, I
Had
muted.
Americans on board when it was sunk. One such civilian ship was
The Titanic, no!
the Lusitania, which had 150
No, dude, that's a
Americans
Titanic.
on board when it was sunk.
Oh, shit.
Further swaying U.S. opinion against the Germans. Not to be
Someone's about to get liberated. I'm on VR, I win.
Germans. The Allies also engaged
Hey,
in
Goku,
chemical
what's up?
warfare soon after, and they had been hiding anti-submarine weapons on their civilian.
Wait.
Also engaged in
How cool do you think this guy thinks he is? Posing for the photo.
chemical warfare soon after.
That guy thinks he's so cool.
Hiding anti-submarine weapons on their civilian ships, which let the Germans justify their attacks.
I have VR on a
Meanwhile,
PC right now.
Austria-Hungary still had
My messages get you faster on here. He thinks he's our role.
dealt with Serbia, so the Central Powers enlisted some help.
What is this classic YouTube music? Sorry, I keep pausing it too much.
Bulgaria wished it was bigger and was still bitter about losing the Second Balkan War. The Central Powers promised to make all of Bulgaria's wildest dreams come true if they helped, so they signed on, and together they knocked out Serbia.
Oh, fuck.
The Serbian
Rip.
troops retreated through Albania, which was neutral but had some ties to Austria-Hungary. So Austria-Hungary entered Albania in a friendly invasion to chase down the Serbians,
Yo.
many of whom escaped by sea. It's 1916, and a lot is
Dude.
happening.
That's
As
the
if they
year I
didn't
was
have enough
born.
enemies already, Germany added one more to the list. Portugal had been getting a bit chummy with the Allies behind the scenes, and Germany
Chummy?
didn't like that one bit. Around the same time, the only sea battle of the war happened. Both sides had a new powerful class of battleships called dreadnoughts, but they were so expensive to build that neither
Can't wait to
side
see you
wanted to
scream.
risk losing them in a battle. So they kept them in port, except for one time
They
when had a
smoking.
big fight and a bunch of them got damaged, so they didn't try that again. The UK started conscripting men to the army, so they had plenty of reserves, which is just as well because the Western Front was about to get brutal. The longest and one of the bloodiest battles of the war started when the Germans launched an attack around the French city of Verdun. The
Verdun?
French defended it desperately, leading to hundreds of thousands of casualties. Under pressure,
Hundreds of thousands of casualties. Holy shit.
its allies to do something to draw the Germans' attention away. So the British started their own long and brutal fight, the Battle of the Somme, with 60,000
I've heard of that one.
casualties
Don't know anything about it besides the name, though.
just the first day.
I hate Nurg. I don't know what that is. I recently learned that multiple people saved Hitler during World War One. I'm totally not drinking Red Bull right now. Ooh, Red Bull. I don't like Red Bull. You're wacky, but that's what makes me like you. I am pretty
It's
wacky.
also here that the British first used one crazy brand new piece of sci-fi technology.
Tanks! No, thank you.
They've been getting pushed back further and further into their own territory. But in response to the French call for help, they began a huge offensive and did really well until they ran out of supplies and got stuck.
Why are they
Seeing
running?
How well the Russians had been
Why are
doing,
you running?
Romania decided now would be a great time to jump in and win the war. And then they got pounded. The Greeks were fighting amongst themselves about whether to join the war or not. The king liked the Central Powers, while the Prime Minister wanted to join the Allies. After a brief national schism, during which the country split into two, the king finally abdicated and the country reunited. With Allied help, they began a new offensive. In the Middle East, Russia was pushing into Ottoman territory from the north.
Frick.
The British had also made a landing in Mesopotamia to protect Persia's oil fields.
Mesopo what now?
And they'd also sent a small army up the Tigris River to try to take Baghdad. But the army
Dad! Dad!
eventually surrendered.
Rip.
A new offensive was launched from the south with
Oh, that's
wild
quick.
desert warfare. The offensive was aided by one famous British officer, better known as Lawrence of Arabia, who helped lead the Arab tribes in a
Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence of Arabia. More like a Western sounding name with the most Eastern title in the world. Lawrence of Arabia.
havoc on the Ottoman supply line. By the time 1917 rolled around, everyone was exhausted. There were mutinies in the French army, the German populace was starving.
No
the war
horny
had
bonk.
drained all of Russia's supplies. There was no clear winner, and it was still anyone's war. The only question now was, who was going
Now
to
what?
break first? and the answer was Russia. Tired of not eating and mad that a crazy magic homeless guy was calling some
Rah,
there was an
rah,
uprising in
Rasputin.
Petrograd, complete with riots and strikes. The riots turned into a full-scale revolution.
Why are there some faces that look like they're like drawn in? What the hell's going on here? I'm wacky too. Energy. Twitch is telling me to give emoji a treat. The message says only visible to me. Yep, that's Twitch. You could use your points, or you can save them up for something cool. Hitler actually fought for Germany during World War I and had to shave his mustache. Really? The way he did to put on gas mask during a gas attack. Photoshop. I guess, but why? I don't know if it's Photoshop or just weird like scanlation lines. Is that the right word? Hitler without a mustache. Are there any images of this? No. I look up Hitler's all a mustache and this pops up. Well, it's I don't know what Twitch's policies with yep, that's Hitler without a mustache, all right. I don't know who that is.
Then a few months later, the Bolsheviks
Freedom!
overthrew the government, and they pulled Russia out of the war. This was great news for Germany, who now only had to focus on the
Am I crazy? Is the audio kind of scuffed in this video a little bit? It's all like wobbly.
in front, but there was still
I'm actually watching on
The
1080p.
United States of America was looking increasingly like it was going to join the war.
Uh-oh.
America had been selling supplies to the Allies throughout the war and was getting
Oh yeah, there's a Namibian politician called Adolf Hitler. Named after him, or is that a coincidence? What's your favorite game ever? Fortnite.
super rich off the back of it, meaning it was in fantastic shape and was dangerous to the Germans.
There's no game better than
So
Fortnite.
Germany sent a telegram to Mexico saying,
Yo.
"Wouldn't it be crazy cool if you guys attacked America?"
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Accepted the message, showed it to the
Lamau.
Americans, and that was the final straw.
Oh, shit.
American troops
Oh, shit! Run! Everybody run!
And they knew their only hope now was to force France and the UK to surrender before the fresh American troops arrived. It was now or never. So they
Michel.
started one final attack. They converged their troops and hit hard at the Somme and pushed the Allies back.
Uh-oh.
They hit a second time further north, then again.
Oh shit!
and again.
Oh shit! Ooh, ooh,
With each
ooh.
hit, the Germans were spending more and more resources, while the Allies were getting better and better at repelling their attacks. By the fifth punch, the Allies held the line and even pushed back.
Oh, let's
With
go.
American troops now arriving in larger numbers, the Allies launched a counter.
Fuck 'em up!
That was it. The Central
Nice.
Powers were being pushed back on all fronts. Bulgaria
But-
collapsed first,
oh.
followed by the Ottoman Empire, then Austria-Hungary, and finally on November 11th, 1918, at 11 o'clock, Germany surrendered. At the peace treaty, Germany was forced to reduce
Wait, so Germany was like one of the biggest components of both World War I and World War II? I didn't know that.
its military.
World War I in my brain was just kind of like all these countries all at once, like fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you. Like it seemed like a lot more kind of like not even ground, but like equally everyone's essentially screaming at each other. Whereas World War II was very much, to me, it always felt like, you know, Germany kind of taking the reins in China. But like it seems like Germany's like very much kind of like at the front. It's so weird, like just thinking about what Germany is today though. Like Germany is very like not like they're very like peaceful now, aren't they? From what I understand.
For the war.
Wait, let's catch up with chat. Namibia was once a German colony and had some German settlers. Michelle, America, fuck yeah. He was named after Adolf Hitler. Interesting. Punch. Do you live in Oklahoma? No, I live in Canada. I live in Kent in the United Kingdom. Oh, cool. So does Canada ever have / need an army? I've never heard of them being involved in a war. Dude, have you never heard of Normandy landing? Hello? Canadians are like the only reason why that went well. Because we are like the absolute badasses that like just completely destroyed Normandy. Kind of. I mean, we were a big like component as to why that mission was extremely successful.
Millions dead. The world learned its lesson and never had such an awful war again.
Yay! Wait a minute.
For about 20 years.
Was it really that long? See, I guess so. For some reason, my brain always felt like World War II like happened very shortly after World War I. I really got a pee, so I'm gonna go do that. You guys can listen to some amazing Toy Story music. Does the Antarctica have an army? No. They're not a country, it was a continent. An uninhabitable continent. Unless, like, the 10 scientists that currently reside there want to create their own army, then probably. Wait, Antarctica does have an army. Canada was a dominion of the British Empire. In the Normandy landings, they landed at Juno Beach. Does Russia have war? Hi. Hey, why are there so many dobbies? What's up? They have an army, though. Chris, up until a few years ago, I don't know who Hitler was or what he did. The school where I am is bad. I gotta pee. Oh God. Do we dare? Do we dare? Who's this feller? Oh, that cat in the background is adorable. Do I disturb his nap and bring him to the camera? Yeah. Hi. Can I bother you for a biscuit? He loves me. He loves me. Look how much he loves me. What? 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 You're big baby. He doesn't want me to hold him. Hold on. Let me put him back. I'm putting you back. Relax. There you go. Oh, Moji, I'm sorry. Oh, I disturbed his nap. Is it a boy or a girl? It's a boy. I'm sorry. Come here. That's a good boy. Come here. He loves me. He just hates being held. Is he okay? You should be asking me that. He clawed my arm. I'm bleeding. I have a cat too. It's also black and white. Ooh, tuxedo cat. What kind of videos are I watching? You can submit videos if you want. I guess I'm just reacting today. I was planning on playing Resident Evil 8, but I guess it's just a kind of a reacty kind of day. You could submit videos by going to my Discord here and putting in here. Jesus Christ, there's honestly so much. I have a cat too. It's also black and white. Yeah, just scroll down to the. Wait, I didn't show. Whoops, I'm stupid. Sorry, I have small brain. Wait, did I show? So if you join the Discord link and then you scroll on the Chris Reacts, you can throw videos in there. Right now, I'm just kind of watching whatever. Should I just watch this? Should I watch the World War II thing? How long? Like, is part 1? How long is part 2?
This.
Wait, VR Discord? He thought Moji was a girl for a while. True. I mean, his name is Lilac. And also, the place I got him from said he was a short-haired cat. That's definitely not a short-haired cat, so I just assumed they got everything wrong. Don't watch mine. I already watched yours, Keeper Night. At the beginning of the stream. You'll have to go back and watch that if you want. Once my cat was a girl, but it was a boy. See, I was told it was a boy, but like I said, his name was Lilac. And they got, like, they call him a short-haired cat. He's not a short-haired cat. You cannot tell me this fluffy piece of shit! I'm sorry, Mo, I don't really think you're a piece of shit. Is a short-haired cat. He's a big fluffy boy. Do you have a cat? No. What a quinky dink. Fuck. I love cats! Alright, what do we do? Do you guys care? I mean, I realistically should watch the things that are actually submitted into the Chris Reacts, right? So maybe I should watch this boss man. Idiotic Scumbaker level 2! Round of applause. Get it because I wanted a circle. Alright. Alright, let's move on. Let's check it. You know what? It's 40 minutes though. Do I want to watch a 40-minute video right now? I could go to VR Discord, but I can't think of a password. Okay, well, you don't have to. Or we could just, you know, just you could literally just, you know, phones. Hello, you're not you don't gotta like. It's not like the Matrix where you gotta like get all these hooks unattached for you to get out to do stuff. If you want to go submit some of the Discord, I'll be okay with 5 minutes of the video. Wait, no, don't. I've seen this. Well, I haven't. And you guys want to hear my amazing commentary? I know. Do I recognize any of this just by scanning on through? Scan on. This guy did 10 minutes per channel on average, kind of. I don't recognize any of this at all. Was that Glozella? It's bloody. And cults? There's blood in it? Wait, is there blood in this? If there's blood, I can't really watch that. What is this? Twitch does not like blood. Blood? Blood over intent? What the fuck does that mean? Okay, yeah, don't watch. Wait, which one are you replying to? C thread. Cults are fine, but if there's blood in it, that's one thing you can't really look. I don't know exactly what the rule is with that, to be honest. Just from like watching other streamers. Just like how I just randomly walked away. But it seems they're kind of a little touchy on like showing blood. Maybe like a tiny bit, like, ooh, I cut my finger, kind of. But like, I don't. That seems a little spooky. It's not blood, it's body juice. Maybe this will be another one that kind of examine off stream and make sure it's okay to watch. How long is this one? Oh, see, this is 30 minutes. See, that's the issue with these long videos. It's a lot to commit to when there's a bunch of other people posting stuff, right? What else do we have in here? Oh, okay, there's all oversimplified stuff. Okay, I gotta react to these individually, because otherwise I'm gonna forget which ones. We'll give you a wow. I don't remember why we call that a wow, but the Falklands, I don't know anything about that. That reminds me of that one faction from Skyrim. You know, the guys that wear like the animal hides. You girls like my body juice. The girls, no bad in my dreams. I don't know what no bad means. In my dreams, dream. Wait, this is only part 1? This is an hour long. Okay, I can't watch this for an hour, dude. There's no shot I can watch this for an hour. Yeah. Another time. Do we watch the World War? Like, this is only 30 minutes total for both parts. WTF? Idiotic. Let's check out the World War II
This video was made possible by Skillshare.
Ooh.
Churchill was a man with
World War II, if you want. Let's check this one out.
A butterfly enthusiast, and he had an unpublished manuscript about aliens. Clearly, he was a man with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Maybe he could.
I will kind of make sure these are good to watch off stream. Oh, I was like, wait, what the hell is this? But yeah, right, we watch that. I'll make sure this is good to watch off stream. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, wait. Wasn't there another one? Wait, I'm confused. We'll make sure this is good to watch off stream. This one I could definitely watch, but it's an hour long to watch this. I don't really want to commit an hour to that, to be honest, at the very moment, so I'm not going to do that. Obviously, we watch this. These seem interesting. This is actually very interesting to learn about all this stuff, so I'm enjoying this.
Could have loaded up his computer.
So Sonic for Hire is a no-go. Don't know what that is. I know, but I joke around a lot of fucked up stuff.
And logged on.
That wasn't even that weird. The girls like my body juice. That's not even fucked up. That's a pretty normal joke.
Skillshare, an online learning community.
Let's go, Skillshare! I don't want to watch your stinking ad.
On app design, these its workful coding character would like to try this link, which consents. Further ado.
That was a minute and 15-second ad.
1902.
It's a
young
weird
man by the
time
name
for an
of
ad.
Benito Mussolini moves from Italy to Switzerland to avoid military service. He gets big into socialism, working for trade unions, writing for socialist newspapers, advocating a violent overthrow of European monarchies, the whole shebang.
Okay, I had to climb up on the shelves to do that.
This gets him in a bit of trouble with the Swiss police, so he gets arrested, sent back to Italy,
Oopsie
set free,
poopsie.
returns to Switzerland, is arrested again, goes back to Italy again, completes his military service after previously avoiding it, and then after a brief stint as an elementary school teacher, he finally returns to work as an avid socialist. His speeches and journalistic abilities made him famous among...
I think I might have autism. I haven't been diagnosed, but I have a lot of symptoms, and the one of them is taking a keen interest in some topics. Well, I mean, go talk to someone if you want to learn about that. Careful, though. The internet could definitely make you believe you have a lot of things you don't actually have. I do laugh at dark jokes, like in the movies Hot Fuzz. I mean, if it's in a movie like Hot Fuzz, I highly doubt it's that dark. So it's not about furries and Shaun of the Dead. Oh, yeah, I know.
He was anti-war, so when Italy colonized
Main interest in topics are history and astrophysics. I mean, that doesn't make me have autism.
Libya in 1910.
Those are normal interests to have. History is like one of the fundamental subjects in school. Like that's what? That's not in astrophysics. You're smart. You're a smart boy. You're a smart boy. I've seen Shaun of the Dead. It's great. I haven't watched it in a long time. I just thought it was okay.
Came along, and once again, he protested.
Oh, it's watching a video on that.
But then he thought, wait a minute, this war could bring about the social climate needed to overthrow European monarchies and bring about the socialist revolution everywhere. And suddenly he was pro-war, but his fellow socialists didn't like his new pro-war stance, so they kicked him out of the party. So then he said, you know what? I'm done with socialism. We need something new, not based on
And then he
class
grew a
division,
tiny
but
mustache and became Hitler.
based on
His alter
unity
ego.
and nationality. We'll conquer the Mediterranean and reunite all Italian peoples, just like the days of the Roman Empire. I'll call it fascismo, and it will guide the Italian nation to greatness. That's all well and good, Mr. Mussolini, but what kind of haircut am I giving you? Let's go with...
I like the stool.
Bold.
Oh, God. Mwah. That was scary. I didn't like that one. I'm not watching out World's End. The internet goes from a common cold to cancer real quick. True.
And they hoped they were going to get a lot out of it, but in the end, they only got a little. And
It's definitely good to be aware of like stuff like that, but I mean, the risk comes with just, you know, it's pretty easy to be convinced of something if something looks official enough, right? And I think that happens a lot on the internet, a lot. So you gotta be very careful.
On top of that,
no, not part of the
Caribbean
Caribbean.
meant that the Italian people were a little unhappy. So when Mussolini came along and said that he could fix everything, his fascist movement gained a lot of support. In 1922, he went to the king and said, "Make me prime minister,
Idiot.
or I'll make me prime minister." And the king
Idiot.
said, "You and what army?"
This one.
Army.
Oh God, twins!
Then he went about establishing a dictatorship with himself at its center. Europe had its first fascist dictator. Next up, Germany. Germany had been on the loser's side, and they got absolutely wrecked by the Treaty of Versailles. They
Idiot.
lost territory, had to demilitarize the Rhineland, had to reduce their army to just 100,000 men, couldn't have an air force, had to pay the Allies a huge amount of money that they didn't have. And a new rule was established that every Englishman withheld the right to walk into the center of Berlin, pick out any German they wanted, and spank the hell out of them. I made that last one up, but it helps you
Whoa.
understand how all of this felt. to
I don't like those
Germans.
sound effects.
On top
They're
of
very
that, a bad
slimy.
economy and weak governments meant that when a small angry man with a silly mustache came along and said that he could fix everything, the German people loved
Wait,
him.
small? How
He
tall is
during
Hitler?
World War I, and he was crazy patriotic, and nobody was madder than him about Germany's
1.7 meters.
humiliation. He helped start
What is
a
that
new
in feet?
political party, and in 1923 attended a march on Munich with his boys. And then he got arrested. But his popularity grew and grew, and in 19...
He's 5'7"? What a short little bitch!
The president made him chancellor. He believed he was Germany's great destined savior, and he went full megalomaniac, establishing a dictatorship with himself at its center. Europe had fascist dictator number
Oh my God. Wait a minute. He's a megalomaniac. He's short. He has a skeleton. This man is Sans! Oh, I should do a game theory video where I talk about how Sans is actually Hitler.
2.
I wonder if that would go over amazingly well or absolutely horribly. That would be funny. That's actually that's an interesting video idea.
Same ideas.
I do have a video talking about revealing. I'd call it revealing Sans' true identity, and I don't reveal that it's actually Hitler until the very end, and I just make all these like connections, like, oh, he's short, there's skeleton, he rules, he has a bunch of power and rules with an iron fist. It's Hitler. That's really good. I should do that. I'm an Englishman and on a regular basis go into Berlin and spank all the German girls' asses. All right, well, what's bad is if the brain is truly convinced of something, it could begin making false symptoms. True. The country is in the shape of a gun, Germany. You know, they say Germans like sausages. Sans actually achieved his goal, however.
More
Well,
importantly, they had
alternate
the same
timeline.
enemies, and they started to get along. Anyone else want to be friends? Franco? No? You good? I do. Who's that? It's
Didn't Hitler die in an underground bunker as well? Or where does Sans reside? Underground.
Japan, and they've taken over northern China. Let's rewind a bit. Japan had isolated itself from the rest of the world for over 200 years until the Americans showed up and said, you're going to trade with us and you're going to like it. Then the Western powers imposed a bunch of unequal treaties, meaning Japan's economy...
Dude, I actually like this idea way too much. A video where I reveal Sans is actually Hitler.
had no natural resources, so they decided to go get some. They went
That
to
would have been
Russia
such a good video in
and gained
2016.
over Korea, and they took a bunch of China's stuff. But then the West said, hey, cut that out. And since Japan couldn't take on the West, they said, okay.
What, is that their old flag or something? What flag is that? What Chinese flag is that?
Guess we'll just go home. Wait a minute, what are you doing?
Do that video, it'd be hilarious. Do it before I copy it. Hey, back off. Don't steal my ideas. Come on, man. I mean, he just described America well.
You guys didn't let me have anything. We know. That seems unfair.
Idiots.
We don't think so. Okay, see ya. So
Bye,
Japan
bitch.
thought, screw this, and went to war with Russia, and stunned everyone by actually winning. Then they fully
What?
conquered Korea, but they didn't stop there. In World War I, they took Germany's colonies and islands in Asia. And then in
True.
an incident that was maybe staged by the Japanese army, a bomb blew up a Japanese train in Manchuria, giving them an excuse to launch an invasion and take over. So here's the situation. Nazi Germany, fascist Italy, and Japan...
I was like, who's that? And it took me a second. I know who
all
that
believe they're
is.
racially superior, all feel hostility towards the Allies, and all want to...
It's my
militarize
situation for
and
Jersey
take over
Shore.
their stuff. And so they did. Let's start with Germany. Hitler hated the Treaty of Versailles, and now he was ready to begin undoing it. In complete violation of the treaty, the first Luftwaffe squadron...
You can't do that. A piece of paper says you can.
And he pimped up his army. The Allies did nothing. Then Hitler sent his army back into the demilitarized Rhineland, giving orders to immediately retreat if the Allies showed up. The Allies did nothing. With his military strengthened, he could now move on to step 2. He wanted
Take over the world!
the Aryan population, and to do so, he needed Lebensraum, or in other words,
Lebanese.
he would have to take over the world. But for now, a good portion of Europe would do, and he began eyeing up his neighbors. The Allies finally started to get worried, so they implemented a fairly useless diplomatic strategy called appeasement, and it went a little something like this. Hitler would
Please
say,
don't
"I
do
want
that."
thing, and the Allies would say,
No,
you can't
bad.
have that thing. Okay, you can have that thing, but no more. I want that thing.
Isn't that kind of how the world works in general, though?
Hitler's army marched into Austria.
No, you can't do that thing. Okay, you could do it, but we're gonna be very mad about it. Very mad. German accent. Yellow, the hot dog from the American company. I don't know how to do accents. Call it. If you want to see something cool, look up Champions League on Google.
Just took it, with no resistance. Boom. This is Germany now. Next, he demanded to be given the Sudetenland, an
looking
area of
up.
Czechoslovakia with many ethnic Germans. The Allies held a meeting with Hitler in Munich and said, look, we're going to give you what... Hang on.
The fireworks? Beep, 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 beep. Cool.
This meeting is about my territory. Shouldn't I come to the meeting too?
No, we don't care about you.
Anyway, we're going to give you what you want. Really? Yeah.
fine.
Just like that? Yep. What's the catch? Just sign this piece of paper promising you won't invade the rest of Czechoslovakia. Okay. Then Chamberlain returned home victorious, waving his signed piece of paper in the air, declaring crisis to be averted. And
Yay!
built a statue
That's the history of Europe, history of World War II.
30th of September, we celebrate Chamberlain
Pee-pee!
invading the rest of Czechoslovakia. He's invading the rest of Czechoslovakia. Oh. You lied to me. What did you expect? I'm here.
Yes! They're trying so hard, but they're failing so miserably.
Not to be outdone, Mussolini also wanted to get in on the action. He thought to himself, isn't there a not yet colonized nation
Dude, relax! I'm writing a public blood vessel!
which is so underdeveloped that the people would be defending themselves against our tanks with literal bows and arrows and wooden spears? Oh, there is?
Perfect.
Fantastic. And so he took
All
it.
right, Mr.
Italy
Krabs.
also wanted to control the entrance to the Adriatic Sea, so they occupied Albania. Then, in another incident which was maybe staged
Put a video on
by
the Discord, sounds
Japanese,
good.
Gunfire was exchanged by Japanese and Chinese troops at the Marco Polo
Little
Bridge,
reference to Wolfenstein.
and the Japanese launched yet
Never played
another
it.
invasion against China. They swept through Beijing and Shanghai, and then advanced through the Yangtze Valley to China's then capital, Nanking. It was here that saw the worst of Japan's shocking atrocities committed against the Chinese people. Back in Europe, Germany...
You're not gonna elaborate?
Italy made the relationship.
You would pause there. I thought he was gonna elaborate. What did they do?
Hitler turned his eyes towards Poland, and the hated Polish
Giant
corridor, splitting Germany in two.
Imagine you're just walking around, and just suddenly, like, the ground opens beneath you, and there's a giant eyeball.
At this point, the Allies really had to put their foot down, and they warned him that an invasion of Poland would mean war. Hitler had planned to continue his advance eastward, but he didn't want to end up fighting
Squidward!
on two fronts. So for now, he made an alliance with Stalin, saying, "How about we both invade Poland and split it between the two of us? And I definitely won't not refrain from not betraying you sometime in the future."
Sounds good to me.
Good. This news was west. On the 1st of September 1939, German troops entered Poland, and Britain and France declared war on Germany.
Let's go.
The Poles fought hard, but they were no match for the two giants crashing down on
Yeah, that fucking sucks, man.
Then came a period known as the Phony War, where everyone just sort of sat around not doing much. The French had launched a small invasion into the Saarland, but they maintained mostly defensive positions, and after a while decided to just turn around and call it a day. Speaking of France, the French were still super proud of their victory in World War I, and they hadn't really moved on from it. They still used horses, they dispatched messages by motorbike instead of using radio, orders from the commander-in-chief were usually pretty vague, and the troops were rarely inspected. They built a line of defenses along their German border.
I put it on Discord. I still say all political debates should be solved with fistfights. That sounds like a horrible idea. Do you mind after Insanity? Did you post new ones, Keeper Knight? If you want me to rewatch the videos you already posted, then I'm not doing that. You go back on the VOD and watch that if you'd like. Political debate should be solved by arm wrestle. That's a better idea. Nanking is actually called Nanjing. The Chinese raped the Chinese and killed Chinese people for no reason. Italy switching sides though. Twice, man, fucking twice. Lamau.
But didn't bother extending it all the way to the Channel, and they wouldn't launch artillery strikes against Germany out of fear of being retaliated against.
I'm scared.
In a war, they didn't want to attack the enemy. And at first the UK wasn't much better. Chamberlain still naively hoped that the war could be ended diplomatically. Instead of bombing raids, the RAF dropped propaganda leaflets over German cities, which one air marshal said likely did nothing but provide the continent with toilet paper.
Let's go, toilet paper!
They also only sent 200,000 men to France, while the French had mobilized millions. Both Britain and France wanted to avoid...
200,000 is not bad.
And so they wanted...
Well, never mind. I thought I was just sending them to help. No, they're both declared war. Yeah, they meant the shit anymore.
As far from home as possible. So they turned their eyes north, towards Norway. Neutral Sweden was exporting iron ore to Germany through neutral Norway. So the Allies asked them if they could please stop exporting iron ore to Germany, but this request was refused. Then the Soviet Union attacked Finland. So the Allies said, "How about we land troops in Norway and move them across Sweden to go help out your good pal Finland, and along the way maybe take control of all your armfields." But Norway and Sweden still said no. So the UK mined the waters around Norway to force any transport ships into international waters, and they also attacked the German... Mine. Hitler realized what the Allies were up to, and he quickly moved to secure his supply of iron ore. He launched an invasion through Denmark into Norway. The Allies rushed to land troops at key ports along the coast, but Germany had taken control of Norway's airfield, and their air superiority decided the fight. The Allies had to retreat. After this slightly embarrassing failure, Chamberlain resigned and was replaced with Winston Churchill, who had a slightly different approach to dealing with the Germans. Hitler's overall strategy was similar to Germany's First World War.
What a mad lad.
Attack France, defeat France, knocking out the UK in the process, then turn on the
Also
Soviet Union and win the war. During the Phony War, the Allies had given Hitler time to prepare his forces. Now, he was ready to attack. The Allies had wanted to place troops in Belgium, but Belgium had refused, and in a move that surprised pretty much no one, Hitler launched an invasion to get
No way! Are you kidding? I didn't expect that at all!
To meet the German invasion head on, and it looked like a repeat of the First World War was coming.
Yo, Churchill!
Trick up his sleeve.
Ho, 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 ho!
As the Germans advanced, they sent thousands of refugees westward, slowing down the Allies. Then, to the south, the French had left the Ardennes, an area full of hills and forests, pretty underdefended, because they thought it was naturally impenetrable.
Dude, what the hell's wrong with my eye? It feels like it's bruised.
Everything they had. They smashed 50 Wehrmacht divisions through and encircled the Allied armies at lightning speed. The best...
And this is where that movie... What the hell is that movie called? What the hell is that called? The one with Tom Hardy and he's flying a plane. And they're like trying to escape and all the Germans are like encroaching on them. And they're trying to get across back to the freaking Britannia. In the first they didn't like the Germans. And in the second, they were invaded by the US. And the Italians had a lot of American relatives. And they overthrew the government because they didn't like fighting their own. Saving Private Ryan? No. It came out a few years ago. It just hit me. World War III would no doubt involve memes somehow. I mean, the U.S. military already uses memes. The U.S. military was streaming on Twitch a little while ago. I don't think they do anymore. Because it was kind of weird. They were like trying to recruit on Twitch. So like they already like memes are already a thing like with propaganda. I penetrate women with everything I have. Nice. Dunkirk. There we go. Yeah, Dunkirk. What was the movie called? That wasn't just called Dunkirk. Yeah, it's Dunkirk. Yeah, it was definitely Dunkirk. Yeah, 1917. I haven't seen 1917 yet. I didn't get. No one wanted to see it with me in theaters, and that seemed like a movie. You know, from what I heard, it's like one of those movies you should really see in theaters. So I never got to see it.
Most of the Allied forces were now.
I showed it by myself. 1917 sucks. Well, did you watch it in the theater or did you watch it at home? Because if you watch it at home, then maybe that's why.
From all sides, taking out France's best armies and nearly wiping out the British too. But they managed to make a desperate last-minute escape.
They were trying to recruit on Twitch. Recruit who? The gamers, the people who don't go outside. I mean, that's a very generalization, mustache. I'm sure there's plenty of people on Twitch that would. The army is really like a last resort for a lot of people if they don't know what to do with their life. A lot of people go to the army from all walks of life. The meme will steak memes versus shitposts. It's on Hulu.
Dunkirk, with British civilian ships even making the perilous journey.
What's that movie called?
Home. With most of
Dunkirk
the
movie.
depleted, the Germans
Is it just called Dunkirk? It was just called Dunkirk. All right.
What the Germans couldn't do
2017.
in World War I,
A good movie.
done just like that. Hitler hoped that with the fall of France, the UK would also.
Wait, I missed to talk about the fall of France. I want to hear him talk about that.
Taking Paris and men home. With most of the French forces depleted, the Germans breezed through. Taking Paris and France fell. What the Germans couldn't do in World War I, Hitler had done just like that. Hitler hoped that with the fall of France, the UK would also lose hope and sue for peace. But quite annoyingly, it didn't, and he needed to secure the Western Front. So he tried to force them into submission with mind games. The UK were now all alone, and Hitler wanted to emphasize that. First of all, just before France fell, Italy finally declared war on the Allies, making the UK's situation next. Instead of just occupying all of France, Hitler occupied the coastal areas.
Like, holy shit, man. Imagine me. What country is this again? We already talked about this. I already forget, but holy shit.
France to continue its existence as a German puppet state. This way, it looked like the UK's old ally had decided to switch sides. Hitler also hoped that the UK wouldn't attack any of her old allies' navy bases or colonies in Africa, giving Hitler an extra line of defense to the south. But the UK made sure to respond to this by sailing down to France's navy base in Algeria and wrecking a bunch of ships. So have at it. Hitler then began
Wednesday, let's go. Switzerland, yeah, duh. Switzerland. I mean, jeez, man. We can watch on Year Tavern. Hey guys, welcome to my live stream of war. So today we're gonna try and kill a streak of 700. Switzerland, I don't like how how come this is green? It shouldn't the whole thing be blue?
Waves of German bombers came while the completely outnumbered RAF worked bravely around the clock in an attempt to quell the German attacks. At first, the Luftwaffe targeted British ports and coastal facilities. Then it attacked RAF bases, crippling the RAF's ability to defend the nation. And it looked like Hitler's great British invasion was coming. But then, Churchill ordered a small, pretty insignificant bombing raid over Berlin. It didn't do much damage, but Hitler was furious, and he immediately ordered the Luftwaffe to refocus its attacks on civilian targets in London. Children were sent off to the countryside, away from their parents to avoid danger, and frequent trips to air raid shelters became a daily occurrence. But British morale held firm. Smiling, knitting, lounging casually, these people have balls of steel. This refocusing on London.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
Space to reorganize. So Hitler kind of shot himself in the foot there. Just the foot for now. Finally, the Luftwaffe sent one massive all-out attack on London, and the RAF successfully repelled it, destroying many of the German aircraft and placing air superiority firmly in British hands.
Let's go!
Postponed, but the bombing of British cities continued for some time.
Until they didn't. Alright, I said I didn't like the art style of the channel. It's still, I don't particularly care for it, but these are very well done videos. I'm thoroughly enjoying these a lot. They were neutral in both world wars. I mean, sure, but this is Hitler we're talking about. He doesn't give a shit. Give me your shit. We're neutral. I don't fucking care. You know? Even though Hitler announced his hatred of the Swiss about 7 times. That's very specific. My window's open. I could smell a bonfire. Nice. I don't live far from London. I've been there lots of times. So what exactly does this achieve? Everything is destroyed. Conquering the world. Hello. Hitler needs to use Skillshare. True. If only he learned. He should have watched the Skillshare. Should have watched the Skillshare course. Skillshare. I can't. That's a tongue twister. Skillshare. Wait, what's the word I was even trying to say? Skillshare course. Skillshare course. Skillshare course. Skillshare course. Skillshare course. I can't do it.
Britain was all alone.
You should have watched on air domination is what I'm trying to say.
Entirely true. Many Commonwealth nations and other allied colonies had joined the war in Britain's support.
That was a short ad.
Played a key role throughout the war.
Canada.
Commonwealth nations and other allied colonies had joined the war in Britain's support. They would play a key role throughout the war, particularly in the African and Italian campaigns. On the Axis...
To make his war skills better, he said a state like Switzerland, which is nothing but a pimple on the face of Europe, cannot be allowed to continue. Oh, jeez. A Skillshare's course on how to win a war.
Germany, Italy, and Japan signed the defensive tripartite pact, bringing their military alliance even closer together. The Soviet Union's war against Finland should have been an easy victory, but it became a humiliating struggle, and their military ineptitude was put on full display. In the end, they did force the Finns to sue for peace. Then, they continued their honorable campaign of pushing around much smaller countries by annexing the Baltic states and part of northern Romania. France's colonies in
Romania. Why did they just get Dracula out there, huh? Idiots.
Were like, heck no, we aren't going to join the Germans, and they all pledged their allegiance to free France, except for Gabon,
Free
which had to be
French!
taken by military force. The Allies also tried to capture the strategic port of Dakar, but that ended in failure.
Dakar?
Mussolini had seen Hitler's successes, and he thought now it was Italy's time to shine. So he tried to take British Somaliland, and that went pretty well. Then he tried to take Egypt, and that went less well. Then he tried to take Greece, and that went really badly. Churchill began referring to Italy as Europe's soft underbelly.
Idiots. Loser, loser, loser.
And favoring a military campaign from the south and started sending British troops to Greece. All of this had Hitler pretty concerned, and he moved to protect his southern flank. He had been getting friendly with Hungary and twisted their arm into signing the Tripartite Pact and joining the Axis powers. Romania was also eager to join for protection against the Soviet Union. The Tripartite Pact was designed to prevent any other countries from deciding to join the Allies, specifically Britain's old ally, the pesky United States of America.
Oh, those pesky pescals!
American public opinion was strongly against joining in. In 1940, there was an election. The Republican candidate said, "I will not send any young Americans to die in Europe," and
I wonder who won this. Wendell Willkie? Who the fuck is that? Or Franklin D. Roosevelt?
President Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "I will also not send any young Americans to die in Europe.
Kappa.
Unless I have to, then I might." And Roosevelt won. Churchill asked him to join the war, but Roosevelt said,
Is it?
"No,
Immediately,
can't be,
yes.
Winston, but you know what? Here, have some weapons."
I'm already
America began
Winston.
supplying the Allies with food and munitions, but there was one problem. German U-boats were sinking thousands of Allied supply ships in the Atlantic, including American ones. If the Germans could sever Britain's supply line,
Oh, you
Throughout
bastards.
the war, the Allies had to
German says you have baguettes and tea, but we have Dracula. Bleh. Franklin. Definitely Wilkie won. Walkie-talkie definitely won. Romania took that land, which is called Bessarabia during the Russian Civil War, 1917-1922, so they couldn't do anything. So the USSR tried to get back Bessarabia. Romania ceded Bessarabia to the USSR. So Hitler almost got away with the shit. What the hell is a Franklin D. Roosevelt president, I think?
come up with better technology to fight the U-boats. Improved radar, aircraft with longer range, better weaponry and convoy tactics. At one point, a man even called a meeting and said, "Pykrete. You take some wood, you take some ice, you put them together, you get pykrete." And then he pulled out a gun and shot some wood and it shattered. And then he shot some pykrete and the bullet ricocheted off it and hit someone else in the
Oh, shit. Wait, really? That really
They
happened?
tried to make a pykrete aircraft carrier,
Cool.
but that idea was scrapped because that's a really dumb idea. In the end, Alan Turing and his team of codebreakers cracked Germany's Enigma code, and the U-boats gradually became less and less of a threat. Back in Africa, Britain decided to push Italy out of Egypt. Hey, that was pretty easy, so they kept going. Hitler realized he was going to have to finally step in and do something. He went to Bulgaria and Yugoslavia and said, "Hey, I'm going to move troops through you to get to Greece, so either join us or, be invaded." Bulgaria opted to join them. Yugoslavia opted to be invaded.
Fuck
Then Greece
yeah.
finally fell to the joint German-Italian invasion. The British had moved troops from North Africa to fight in Greece, which helped Rommel and his tank divisions push the British.
What, like,
into Egypt.
overwhelming.
And
Just
British
looking at this
forces
map,
with a small,
man.
mostly Australian force held out under siege for 8 months into Brook, denying the Germans a strategic port.
Oh, that's
city and
cool.
restricting their supply.
That's so cool. Just this one little tiny like place, just like, yeah, fuck you guys, holding back everybody. He was a president of the United States from 1933 to 1945. The only president to serve more than 2 terms? Wait, what? How did he serve more than 2 terms? Isn't that pretty like a hard set? That's happened before? Why'd that happen? Fun fact, Franklin was disabled and he would lean against the podium to make him not look like a chump. Yeah, that seems, I've heard something like that before. Hope that actually happened, not gonna lie. That Italian, the man is going to pop a vein. Why did you say Finland like that? Finland!
Line. Despite having some success in the Middle East,
I don't know how I
British
said
didn't
it.
seem like any real threat for now. Hey,
Nice.
Soviet Union.
Uh-oh.
Look out. With 3 million troops.
Wait, what? Wasn't Russia like with? I knew at some point they switched sides, but why they switch sides? Or were they neutral till now?
Look out.
Wasn't Russia invading like up north? I'm confused. I'm lost. Help. What's going on? That's Benito Mussolini. Scotland. Wasn't Russia like going up north here to like with the iron stuff? Am I wrong? Actually, okay. Finland. Yeah, there you go. You know the one.
With 3 million troops, Hitler launched the largest ground invasion in history, and Stalin was far from ready. Both Churchill and Roosevelt had warned him of an impending attack, but he dug his head in the sand, and the Soviets didn't stand a chance. Germany made staggering progress, with huge encircling movements capturing mind-boggling numbers of Russian troops.
Cool.
At Bialystok,
I mean, not cool, but, you know.
300,000 at Smolensk, nearly 700,000 at Kiev, and again at Vyazma and Bryansk. Leningrad was put under a siege that would last an insufferable 4 years.
4-year siege? Holy shit, that's so long. Oh my god. Frankadoodle. The Allies from the start never switched sides. Wait, so what was like Russia doing all this time then? They're just hanging out? I thought they were invading up north. The non-aggression pact was signed between Germany and USSR. Oh, all right. That's where they said, don't fuck with us and we won't fuck with you. Decided not to go to the war. Germany would never join them. Okay, interesting.
Its fury. The Eastern Front of the Second World War was brutal for all that endured it. The Germans were now inside of Moscow, and that's it. It's all over. But then it happened. It got cold. Stupid. Hitler had hoped the Soviets would give up before winter, but they kept fighting. His commanders came to him and said, "Can we please dig in for the winter and wait until spring?" No. Keep going.
Oh. Wait, I've heard this before. Isn't this like kind of regarded as one of Hitler's greatest mistakes? The fact he decided to keep trying to invade Russia during the winter. I'm starting to see why we have the UN now. They were watching the war on TV. A little bit of this is fake. What's fake? Napoleon flashbacks.
Literally freezing inside our vehicles. That's fine. Keep going. We're having to leave the corpses of our frozen horses by the side of the road so we can still find a way in the snowdrift. Perfectly normal. Keep going. Hitler hadn't given his millions of men winter clothing and supplies because he thought he really should have won by now. Then Stalin called in troops from the Siberian front, specially trained to fight in the extreme cold, and the Germans were
boys.
no match. They were now being pushed back. They had no choice but to dig in
Fuck
and
them
wait
up.
for winter to end. Germany's victories were staggering, and Japan was eager not to miss the victory bus. Their war in China had come to a standstill, but they wanted to keep expanding their sphere of influence and getting those sweet, sweet raw materials. They began making plans to expand southward, but there was a problem. Southeast Asia was heavily colonized by America and Great Britain. It was also full of ocean. Ocean meant naval combat, and there was no way the Japanese Navy could stand up to the US and the UK. So they thought, wouldn't it be nice if we could destroy their navies?
Here comes Pearl Harbor.
And so it was. On December 7th, 1941, the Japanese launched a
Wait, where is Pearl Harbor?
The U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor.
Where is this? This isn't Hawaii, is it? Where is? I've never known where it was. Where is Pearl Harbor? Keep in mind I'm Canadian, so like anything I know, like I truthfully don't know like too much about. It is Hawaii. Okay, that's what I thought. Hawaii.
And inflicted a huge amount of damage. They also attacked British.
Wait, how many ships? 121.
Fleet at Pearl Harbor and inflicted a huge amount of damage.
21 ships sunk or damaged. Hundreds of aircrafts damaged or destroyed.
They also attacked British colonies in Southeast Asia. Roosevelt had no choice but to declare war on Japan.
Let's
So
go.
did Churchill. Hitler then declared war on America, even though he totally didn't have to. The attack on Pearl Harbor seemed like a big Japanese victory. But
We did it, everybody!
Repair yards, fuel storage tanks, or the submarine base, meaning the Pacific Fleet would be up and running again pretty soon.
I'm very curious what would happen if Japan didn't surrender after they had the 2 bombs dropped on them. How many bombs did the US have ready to just keep nuking Japan over and over? Like, was there a lot?
In the meantime, though, the Japanese were able to begin their conquest. They took Guam, the Gilbert Islands, Wake Island, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. They forced Thailand to join them so they could march their troops through to Malaya. They swept through Singapore, North Borneo, the East Indies, New Guinea, the
Holy
Solomons,
shit.
and they were now threatening northern Australia and the borders of India. Japan's victory had been as staggering as the Germans, and it reinforced the Japanese idea that this was a divine war which they were destined to win.
Over 9,000! Oh, baby!
Power, and power would eventually catch.
Wait, did that not go through? Oh, I want to test the TTS real quick. The test. Or did I just not hear it?
Test.
Yeah, it worked. Maybe I just didn't hear it. That's Hawaii.
For now, though, in all occupied nations, the people suffered. Persecution, forced labor, harsh punishments for any who spoke out against their occupiers.
I foresaw what I might be. Already I felt the earth flee from beneath me, as if I were being carried into the sky. Napoleon Bonaparte.
Bonapolini. I first saw what I
Hawaii Desutilda.
True. I first saw what I might be already. I felt the earth flee from beneath me as if what? I don't. What does that have to do? Germany. Finland. We had too many bombs due to, I don't know, Egestein. Germany. So we're fine as long as nobody attacks America. That is Japan. Question Germany. What's your question, Japan? I attacked America. Germany. What? Finland's true.
And individuals.
That's a very true statement.
Millions of Jewish people would suffer through the terrible events.
Switzerland just hanging out still.
Brave resistance
I remember that time.
Rose up in defiance of their invaders, while the people held out for hope, and hope was coming. Winter was over, and Hitler could continue his push eastward. But this time, he switched up his strategy. He wanted to focus on the south.
I have a better idea.
His goal was to cut off the Russian armies in the Caucasus, an area full of oil.
What now?
And then invade the Caucasus and take all the oil. His forces moved across the north with
America
ease,
would
and
have
Hitler
mailed a
got
letter
cocky.
to the leader of Japan saying either you give up or we will bomb every single place in Japan.
Oopsie poopsie. Interesting.
He rerouted the fourth.
But did like America have like how many did they just like were they? But I don't know how long it takes to make like a bomb, but I'd imagine it takes a while, right? How many do we have? Oil America
Army
advance.
south early, leaving the 6th Army to complete the encircling movement alone.
Was that
To do
completely
so,
wrong?
the
That might
6th
be
Army
completely
had
wrong.
To reach and take the key Soviet city of Stalingrad. The
Oh
Russians
shit!
defended it.
That name sounds strong. Stalingrad. That sounds like a stronghold, dude.
Fiercely, and Stalingrad saw some of the harshest fighting of the entire war. The Soviets held up the
Utland
German
even better Fienland.
advance for 5 months as they battled in the war-torn city, which bought
How the hell is this place still standing?
them valuable time. When the Germans had first launched their invasion a year earlier, the Soviets had moved their factories to the east. Those factories had been building a butt ton of tanks and aircraft.
Why don't we
and failing
take
the Soviet
these factories and move them over there? Sorry, that's
army to scratch.
That wasn't funny.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
ready. Stalin gathered his new and improved forces around the city, and in an
Let's
attack that resembled
go.
Hitler's own encirclement tactics, they began surrounding the 6th Army. Hitler's commanders came to him and said, "Hey, maybe we should retreat." But Hitler said, "No."
Somebody say treat.
My name is Stalingrad Shevchenko Stalingrad.
Oh. Well, after seeing the aftermath of the bombs, everyone was terrified of what they had created.
The entire 6th Army was trapped and had to surrender. With complete air superiority, the Soviets started pushing westward. For Stalin,
shit.
It was a resounding victory. For
Let's
Hitler,
go.
An absolute catastrophe.
Yeah, he started to shit himself.
Looking too good for Hitler elsewhere. With America now in the war, Allied bombing over German cities reached devastating levels. In Africa,
hamburgers,
the British were
no.
pushed back again. Then they were pushed back again, and finally, after a decisive battle at El Alamein, and with American and British troops arriving in the west, the Germans and Italians were squeezed out of Africa. Japan was also already seeing its rapid success being turned around. They attempted to take the island of Midway, but the US Navy was ready for the attack, and they sank Japan's carrier. Actually, they sank a lot of them. It was a battle from which the Japanese Navy would never recover. British, Indian, and Chinese troops held the line in the harsh jungle terrain of Burma, and the Japanese suffered losses in the Solomon Islands and New Guinea. They began
That's
to
the Lord
realize
of
they were
Rings,
not
man.
invincible. With the Axis out of Africa, the Allies had to decide their next move. Churchill still wanted to attack from the south, while the Americans preferred a full sea invasion in northern France. All right, said the Americans, we'll do it your way. Allied forces successfully landed in Sicily and began moving north. They also carried out bombing raids over Rome. The thing was, many of the people in Sicily had relatives living in America, and they greeted the American troops quite warmly. With the war reaching home territory, most Italians just weren't that into it, and Mussolini was suddenly very unpopular. He was voted out by his own fascist Grand Council and was toppled from power. Italy immediately began negotiations for surrender. Hitler wasn't surprised and had already sent reinforcements southward. In an operation he ironically called Operation Axis, German troops quickly disarmed Italian troops in the north. The Allies continued fighting the Germans up through Italy, but then winter set in, meaning mud, and everything slowed to a halt. All right, said the Americans, let's do it our way as well.
Why does Winston look so scuffed? Like how deformed he looks.
All right.
Everyone's like these stick figures, and then just Winston's like, and he's like all bloated. His eyes are all fucked up. He has this gross wispy hair.
Said the Americans. Let's
really too many favors in this video. For the motherland, no, not hamburgers. Hitler, no, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. For our Stolska greatest country. I play Papers, Please. Fat man. I'm a fat man.
as well. Germany had made itself a lot of enemies and millions of Allied troops had been gathering in England.
shit.
As factories worked around the clock producing the war material needed for a super crazy massive, the likes of which the world has never seen before, invasion of Europe.
Chris
The Germans knew an
Stalingrad.
Allied invasion would come, but they didn't know where it would land. Thanks to Allied deception tactics, they thought there was a pretty good chance it would come at Calais. But the Allies were really going to land in Normandy because of the
Normandy, let's go.
were nicer. Under the
Here's where we
careful
come in. I swear to God, this guy doesn't mention Canada. Pissed.
Like the Eisenhower, the invasion that had been long in the making was just about ready to go. Just one thing was preventing the launch: the British weather. For a short while, everyone sat around waiting for a decent day, and then it came. On the night of June 5th, over 1,000 bombers took off and raided coastline defenses, while paratroopers were dropped inland in a bit of a chaotic operation, tasked with sabotaging defenses and capturing key bridges to stop any German reinforcements from reaching the beaches. Early the next morning, the barrage came, as Allied ships fired a huge number of shells at the German.
No mention of Canada.
And then the landings. The Americans at Utah and Omaha, the British at Golden Sword, and the Canadians at Juneau. It was a
There we go.
tremendous.
That's all I wanted, just some recognition.
struggle with a
That was
great
me
loss
there.
of
That was me.
Particularly at Omaha, but the Allied troops captured
Omaha!
the beaches, and the landings were a success.
Dude, that looks, what a crazy fucking picture. Oh my God. I've never seen this picture before. Wow, look at all this shit. Are these weather balloons or bombs? Those gotta be weather balloons, or not weather balloons, like Zeppelins, I mean. Wow, what an insanely, what a horrifying picture.
Then they began the movement inland. They took.
Hey J-Man, hey Chris. So for not coming by the streams recently, I'm just a big basketball fan and the NBA's playoffs right now. It's okay, you don't gotta apologize. As someone who lives in Britain, the weather shit. Yeah, here all the time. It's always overcast, right? That sucks. Someone who lives in Britain, I can confirm this. Yeah. Everywhere in the world has something wrong with it, man. It sucks. There's no perfect place to live. You know, Canada is pretty well regarded as like a pretty nice place to live, but like we have winter. It's cold like 9 months out of the year, or at least like, you know, it's chilly 9 months, or it's at least chilly 9 months of the year. I'll say that. Who in their right mind took that picture? What do you mean who in the right mind? I don't know. Just a journalist, anybody? I don't know. Sorry for it. That's okay. Don't apologize, man. It's okay.
The port of Cherbourg and the city of Caen. The Americans moved south to capture Brittany. Then, in a massive disaster for the Germans, British and Canadian troops from the north and Americans from the south trapped the German 7th Army in a near wipeout encircling movement. In August, Allied troops landed in the south of France to little resistance. On one beach, all they found was a Frenchman handing out champagne. The France was liberated, and the Germans were pushed out of France as the Allies entered Belgium. In the Far East, the Allies started to push the Japanese out of Burma, as the Americans launched a two-pronged offensive in the Pacific. In the south, General MacArthur led the push to liberate the Philippines, while General Nimitz oversaw the brutal island-hopping campaign. American forces had to make hard-fought landing after hard-fought landing on
that doesn't sound good.
Small islands as they moved steadily towards the Japanese mainland. The Japanese believed that the greatest thing a person could do was to die in battle, and the most dishonorable act was to surrender. As a result, they fought ferociously to the very end. And the closer the Americans got to the mainland, the more
really gotta like, you know, it's insane. Like the kamikazes, like their entire like mindset, they'll give their lives just like that, just fling your plane like that. That's crazy. You really gotta like commend like how like insanely like just wow, what an insane thing to do, man. I'm not defending them, of course, but just saying like what a fucking scary thing to do, dude. Just hurl yourself at the enemy like that. What they just all did that. Besides Sweden, they're pretty chill, I think. Chris, can you one day stream the Napoleonic Wars episode? Yeah, didn't you post it in here? Isn't it in here? Oh my God, there's so much in here now. Holy shrimp! It's in here, right? Post it in here. I'll definitely do it. Isn't it up here? Didn't someone post it? Yeah, right here. It's this, right? There's one at the bottom. This channel is very interesting. I didn't expect to be this into the channel, but I'm really enjoying these videos a lot.
The resistance.
I'm a little sad. We're only 5 minutes and we're done.
In 1945, the Americans captured the island of Iwo Jima, and an intense firebombing campaign of Japan's wooden cities began. The Allies suffered some setbacks trying to liberate the Netherlands, but they were making progress and were now threatening the industrial heartland of Germany. Hitler's health, both mentally and physically, was rapidly deteriorating.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Your health would probably be diminishing if you're constantly trying to rule the world like that.
Things were looking bad, and he was desperate. He said, "We need to turn this thing around, and I've just the trick." Remember a few years back when we blitzkrieged through the Ardennes and trapped the Allied forces in Belgium? Well, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Again. he
seems like a great idea.
Gathered his forces and
Really
tried
keeps
to
the enemy
pound them
guessing.
through the Ardennes. He used up the remainder of Germany's strength and resources, and he managed to create quite a nice bulge. He also trapped some American forces in the Belgian town of Bastogne. The Germans sent the trapped Americans a message saying,
the YouTube music.
Or be annihilated.
I've used this
When
song
he
before.
read it to the commanding officer, he said, "They want to surrender? No, sir. They want us to surrender."
Lamau.
Nuts. And that's what they sent off as their official reply. General Patton's
Nuts?
army then managed to break the siege from the southwest, and the Germans were pushed back. Hitler's last-ditch attempt had failed, and what followed was a total collapse of the German forces. The Allies pushed into Germany from both sides.
Are they not gonna talk about the
Soviet
bombing of
Union
Japan?
And kept pushing to Berlin. In his bunker, Hitler
Wait, what do you say about Berlin?
into Germany from both sides. The Soviet Union took Warsaw and kept pushing to Berlin. In his bunker, Hitler realized all hope was lost. Berlin fell, and with it, Hitler's dreams of a great German empire. 2 of the Axis nations had been knocked out. 1 to go. The Americans began their
Wait, what? Japan was the last country standing? I thought it was just over when Hitler was done. What? I had no idea. Finland? Nuts, that's what I do when I see girls. Do you have a Wii? Yes, I have a Wii. Okay, I'll stop making sexual jokes now. Okay.
on Okinawa, the last island before they would reach the Japanese mainland. The desperate Japanese fought hard, launching kamikaze attacks on the U.S. ships. The citizens of Okinawa suffered through the terrible fighting, but in 2 months, the island was captured. The Allies
Let's
now had to make a
go.
choice. Either continue the devastating struggle up the Japanese mainland.
It's
or they
literally
could fight
Japan
the
against the
rest of
world at this point. Why wouldn't they give up? That's well, I mean, we know why they wouldn't give up, because they think that's worse than death.
Japanese into surrendering now. In July, the first successful atomic bomb test took place in New Mexico, and the destructive weapon was ready for use. America and the UK were also...
I thought after Pearl Harbor, America immediately went to Japan and bombed them. Is that not true? This video makes it sound like that didn't happen for months or maybe years after.
Seeing the Soviet Union not so much liberating as
raining.
occupying its captured territories, and so they wanted to put on a show of force. On August 6th, the A-bomb fell on Hiroshima. Then, on the 9th, Nagasaki.
Rip.
The cities were reduced to rubble, and for the people living there, it was a terrible fate. But for
Wait, what? This is like, recent day, obviously. They didn't take down the rubble, but they just left it up like that. It looked like they're trying to repair it now, which is weird.
the Allies, it achieved their main aim. In September, the Emperor announced
Scare the
Japan's
shit out of
surrender,
Japan.
saying the war situation has developed not necessarily to Japan's advantage. After 6 years, war was finally over. The
not
Allies
necessary.
occupied Japan for 8 years. The Emperor was allowed to keep his position, but General MacArthur made sure this picture was printed in the Japanese press to display to the Japanese people that their emperor was not the divine, powerful being they had believed.
That's the Emperor? He doesn't look very emperor-y, like a little pencil-thin mustache.
Germany was divided between America, the UK, France, and the Soviet Union. In 1949, the Allied sectors were united into West Germany. The Second World War had been more terrible and destructive than the first. In its aftermath, 2 major superpowers with 2 very different ideologies had come out victorious, and the tension between the two of them would create a new kind of war.
Oh, shit.
A very, very
The Icy
cold
War. Oh, I messed
wow,
it up.
Churchill, that looks just like me. And your app is doing really well. And this quesadilla you made is to die for.
And with that, it's over. Damn, those are some good-ass videos. Rivo has been streaming for 3 hours. Dang, dude. That flew by. I'm gonna go pee. It is raining. Oh, no. Do get snow. Yes, I live in Canada. Also, yeah, months 8 arts. The war situation is not necessarily developed in Japan's advantage. No shit, Sherlock. Just the way they were that. Skillshare! Check out my vid. I'm gonna go pee, dude. True! That's a good point, man. Oh, hey! I see Cactus here, keeping you guys company. Hey, Moji, how's it going? Would you have anything would you like to say? You're just gonna awkwardly sit there? No, he's gonna scratch his ear. Fun fact, after the city of Saigon was taken over, Saigon these nuts, in the Cold War, they renamed it Hiroshima. I'm gonna go pee too. Disgusting. Moji! Look at chat. Moji the savior. The savior. Top 15 scary emergency alerts. Broadcast live? Like specific ones or just like the noises they make? This guy?
Amber alert.
Peebs?
State and local authorities have some action.
I can't do this. I cannot watch this video. I hate this guy's voice. I hate this guy's voice. I hate this guy's voice. I hate this guy's voice.
Is the alert system in use with missing children? These alerts are often referred to as Amber.
I can't watch this video. I can't.
Alerts share information most of missing or abducted children on a hunting child and any. This video shows an Amber Alert that aired during the popular children's show Arthur. The description reads, "This child abduction emergency, aka Amber Alert, was broadcast on WFWA DT2 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Ironically, during an imagination sequence on the show Arthur, in which Arthur and DW are about to be captured by the evil rat bird."
Leanna Hernandez is a 7-year-old white female, 3 feet 4 inches tall with long brown hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing a black nightgown.
That's her!
Was a 6-year-old white male.
Aside from the common discomfort of these alerts, the episode in which it aired is indeed ironic and unsettling.
I hate this guy's voice. I hate his voice. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I want to hear him say number 5 though. Come on, we gotta hear him say it. Wait, no, it's number 15. That's the meme, right? Number 15, burger foot fetish. The guy narrating sounds like he doesn't want to exist anymore. Burger King foot lettuce. Is it collapsed lung? That's why he talks like that. I feel bad, but at the same time, his voice sucks so much. The flamingo is a swear word. I'm also scared of Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts like go on our phones now and they're noisy as hell. What is going on? Hold on, I gotta go check out my eye. There's something going on. Like, it feels like I have like a bruise in my eye. I'm gonna make sure I'm not dying. Give me a second here. Should have done that. I was in the bathroom, but I forgot. Don't forget all the videos I posted. I would never. Number 15, Burger King foot fungus. I sent another better voice one not made by him. I mean, there's other videos. I gotta go in order, really. Like, I'm really messing up the order here. We'll throw a turtle, though. Wait. No, that's the wrong one. We'll throw a little turtle. At this point, I'm just trying to keep track of which ones I've watched and which ones I haven't. Hold on, I'm gonna go check out. I want to make sure my eye, I'm not like about to go blind or something. I don't like his voice. Nobody does, Dopey Man. The one thing Dobby Man has been saying, like, just the most random things this entire stream, and the one thing that brought him to comment on something relevant was him saying even he doesn't like the voice of that guy. My toes now. I don't know what's up with my eye. I just checked it out. Like, my eye's actually, like, there's a bunch of veins and stuff going on. Like, my eye's a little red. So So I don't know what's up with that. It also, like, right where, you know, like your cheer duct is, it's right in there where it feels like, it feels like I got punched there or something like that. So I don't know what's up with that. My toes now. Does it hurt when you blink? Yeah, well, if I blink hard, like if I blink normally, actually, when I blink normally, I can kind of feel it. Can you watch other simplified videos I posted? I mean, I gotta start kind of going in a bit more order here. Order! Order! I think I am all all over. I think I am out oversimplified for the day. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm good on these for now. I was gonna play a game. It's 5 p.m. I'm gonna want to eat soon, so I might reserve that for this literally might just be a YouTube reaction, which is, I don't normally do those on weekends, but I have stigma. It don't hurt. Cool. It's either a sty, a pink eye, dry eyes. I don't know, man. It could also just be something else completely different too. I don't think this pink eye hurts. I don't think it hurts, does it? It doesn't just make your eye like, it makes your eye like gooey, right? It's like an infection, but I don't know if it like I said, it feels like a bruise. It feels like I bruised it somehow. Well, there's some vids I posted aren't over stuff. I mean, you're not the only one posting stuff too. You gotta remember, you know, you gotta, you know. All right, let's watch a Hot Fuzz movie clip. Hot Fuzz movie clip. This is probably something I shouldn't watch in full screen so I don't get in trouble.
Why do we need the dog?
Puppy.
It's not the dog we need.
True. You have a sty then? I mean, you guys aren't doctors, so I mean, maybe, but Chris, you definitely have all these three things. No, it's definitely I mean, maybe, but maybe not. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see.
Said it has his edge, huh? He only chopped him down because he couldn't see you no more. What's he known then?
What did he say?
He said an edge is an edge. He only chopped it down because it spoiled his view. What's Reaper moaning about?
Right. Look, I appreciate your position, Mr. Webley, but you can't
Yo.
go around chopping down other people's hedges without permission.
You're going blind then.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Wait, you're right. Oh my god, I can't see out of my eye!
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright. Mr. Webley, I trust you have a license for that firearm.
Uh-oh.
I does for this one. Does for this one.
He does for this one? What do you mean by this one? Where on earth did you get these?
Found him.
You found them? And what
Lizard Island.
is this?
Ah, this is mine.
See mine.
Well, Mr. Webley, this is an extremely dangerous collection. It's a wonder nobody's been hurt before.
Nah, just a lot of junk.
Run, puppy, run! Aw, you silly guys. It was a grandfather clock that was ticking. Oh, the classic everything's fine and then everything blows up, huh?
No, apparently it's been deactivated, over.
Ah.
No, it's not live.
It looks live.
Alright, I was wrong. I guess wrong. The jokes are... The little jokes in these films, like the hedge, they couldn't have jumped over if they hadn't caught it. 1 year or so deep in the British countryside, you need true translators to speak the same language. Xenoblade Chronicles, a definitive prequel.
You idiots!
We can't hear well? Really? Oh, you guys should be able to hear this one better.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettis.
The kernel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile house into artillery. Ha! Ha! This isn't supposed to happen. The TV is...
My nose, it itches. Oh great, a YouTube poop.
excuses. Champions don't whine. They whine with wine.
Oh, nice.
How long have you been in the force? 40 seconds. I don't want any excuses. 44 seconds. I want double time. Yes, sir.
True.
Forgetting the shit you brought on this colony during joint press up with
I'm good. I don't know anything about Xenoblade, and I just don't like YouTube poops most of the time. 9 out of 10 times. There is an occasional YouTube poop that's posted here that I'm like, hey, that was actually surprisingly funny. But 9 out of 10 times, I do not understand how anyone finds these funny. I'm gonna say a word slower! Ah! You know, I don't get it. But hey, you know, not everything is for everyone.
See anything?
Now here's some real comedy. True.
A few inches later.
Wait a minute.
What are you?
True.
Bob, can I get a glass of water?
Deserved. He's so handsome. True. Fuck Squidward. The fart noise.
I'm going to draw balls.
That was okay. Really? That's cool. Have fun. That was a YouTube poop too, but I mean it was short. It was to the point. I just don't care about Xenoblade. I'm sorry. What can I say? The final meal.
Listen here, you little barnacle. It's Squidward.
Man, that was very itchy all of a sudden. What the hell?
And I mean no one can.
Why was he looking at the sand? I don't remember that. Squidward totally wasn't masturbating. No, he would never. He's a Christian boy. Wait, idea, huh?
The next day.
Mr. Krabs,
Wait! His head was fuzzy.
The next day.
Zzz. When you stub your toe, when your toe goes fuzzy.
Get a hold of yourself, boy.
Wait, Squid, wild.
it doesn't seem right.
Just go out there and kill him.
Do
I'll
it.
take care of you. You stay as long as you need to. Good night.
Spop, can I get a glass of water?
Spop. What? What the fuck did I just watch? Alright, time to watch Super Suit. Dude, my nose is so itchy. Why is my nose so itchy all of a sudden?
Where's my soup? What? Where?
Right there, idiot. He's so blind.
The public is in danger.
True.
I'm thirsty.
I said freeze.
Just getting a drink.
Freeze. All right, now I want you to.
I know. Freeze.
That was fire, not freeze. I don't even know what was really different there besides the soup part. Not happy. Cause I'm not happy. I've never seen The Incredibles. I saw the first Incredibles when it came out. The Incredibles. 2004. I was 9 when that came out. I'm 26 now. It's been a long time. I don't remember a thing about it. I never saw the second one either. Eventually. Yo.
I'm not happy, Bob.
I'm not happy with your disgusting nostrils.
Happy. Ask me why.
Okay. Why?
Why what?
Why are you unhappy?
Who's helping them out, huh?
Me.
You know, Bob.
Bob.
Bob?
You're losing your sense of smell. Uh-oh.
Bob?
It must be the cancer out of my eyeball. Cereal is a soup. True. He fucking killed him. Why are you unhappy?
Why
you have
are
been
you
sleeping on the job.
You have been sleeping on the job.
I don't know what the fuck that was and I'm scared. Alright, moving on. What happened when kamikaze pilots failed or wimped out? Probably just crashed.
You had one job. Most people have heard of kamikaze pilots.
Dude, that's gonna be the worst. Like, I know they hate surrendering, so like committing to kamikaze, I can't do it. Like, I wonder what happens to them.
Crashing their planes into
Probably
enemy
sentence to death,
warships.
right?
These pilots could
Death by
ideally
Sudoku?
accurately target important parts of ships and do more damage than a traditional bombing run.
Right.
Also, it was believed that the display of a kamikaze pilot willingly sacrificing themselves for Japan would demoralize the enemy.
True,
Now,
that's
the effects
horrifying.
of kamikaze attacks are well debated, but something not spoken about
Debated.
is what happened when they failed.
Added
What was
something.
to become of a kamikaze pilot that either missed or wimped out? So, some background. As of 1944, things weren't exactly going great for Japan, and the only hope of preventing America from defeating them was to destroy or at least cripple their capital ships, most importantly, their aircraft carriers. Simply attacking the ships...
Oh shit! It feels like the bruise is also like kind of on the eyeball itself. What is going on? I'm dying.
Their
I don't
true
know.
means was too costly for Japan. As such, taking young pilots, sticking them into planes loaded with explosives, and maneuvering them to
TNT.
find critical parts of enemy ships was deemed to be a better strategy. The men chosen for this weren't just some random chaps, but were some of the most gifted pilots in Japan. The
Really?
training was harsh, but the rations were much better, and culturally, kamikaze pilots were revered.
Why
Pilots
would-
were expected to
why would
reflect
they
on
do
death
the
and
best
had time
pilots?
off to prepare them for their upcoming
Won't the
mission.
shittier pilots be? Won't the shittier but like ambitious pilots be better for that job? Wouldn't you want to keep your pilots, like, unless like, you know, all hope was lost and like there was no shot that they're coming back? His boss looks like a monkey. True. I added something. Don't die.
For some,
Yeah,
this
memes.
preparation and love for
Eh?
Japan wasn't enough to get them to
Oh, let's cut
introduce
my
their
armpit.
face to the deck of an American warship. So what happened to failed kamikaze pilots? Well, many were shot down before they even completed their mission or could get there. Some hit the wrong part of the ship or missed completely
Idiots.
and fell into the ocean where...
Oh, you're in hell and like your bud's like, oh, you fucked up. Like, oh, you go to laughing stock.
Providing they survived, they'd be captured and taken to a prisoner of war camp. And before continuing, there's a common...
That's surprising. You'd think they would just kill them right then and there. I mean, they flew a plane to my ship. I think that's fair grounds to kill them.
misconception that kamikaze pilots were only given half a tank of fuel to ensure they couldn't come back, which isn't true. Also,
Yeah.
there were legitimate reasons for a pilot to turn around, and losing a well-trained kamikaze to a malfunction would be a waste.
True.
And the entire reason why Japan turned to this strategy in the first place was because their resources, including pilots, were limited.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, if you have a resource strain, you would think sacrificing a plane would be a lot more detrimental than, you know, sacrificing bullets and such, you know?
So pilots that turned around because of technical
bombs.
issues or bad weather would
Maybe
face
not
more
bombs, I don't know.
consequences because it wasn't their fault. Better luck next time, and there was going to be a next time. Those that returned due to less easy to confirm reasons like enemy resistance or the inability to find their target would be chastised, and the number of these cases was alleviated by undertaking kamikaze attacks in groups and also getting the pilots drunk so they wouldn't think too much about the whole dying thing. However, when only one survivor returned, it looked quite suspicious, but remember, kamikaze pilots were valuable resources, and so Japan wanted to utilize every single one of them. Thus, no punishment, back out you go. Now, there was a limit to how often someone could return. For example, there was one pilot that returned 9 times before he was executed for cowardice. For most pilots, though, returning from a suicide mission was, to an extent, expected, and in many cases, not something that would get you imprisoned or shot.
Interesting.
Like all resources during the Second World War, Japan had
Drunk,
to conserve
sign
and
me
make
up.
the best use of its kamikaze pilots if it were to compete with the industrial might of the United States. And given that a single kamikaze pilot could put an aircraft carrier out of commission for months, they were seen as something not to be wasted. Hence why returning kamikaze pilots weren't often punished. I hope you enjoyed this episode and thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
surprised to think. I mean, I'm not too surprised that that like if you return once, it's like, but like the dude returned 9 times, and that's finally like, all right, dude. That's interesting. Yep. Top 10 scary emergency broadcasts. World's reaction to the Ansklush. Why did the USSR eat Finland? True. Why did they eat them? All right. Okay, man. Listen. I appreciate you posting these, but you can't post this much stuff, man. I'm guessing these are all okay.
On March
3
the
minutes.
11th, Finland.
All right, these are shorter.
Throughout the Second World War in Europe, there were many.
But you can't. I don't want you to spam the living hell out of me with the videos. I do appreciate the excitement of it though. But I mean, you can't just throw 1,000 videos at me. There's no way I'm gonna be able to watch all these. Are you playing the Horrigan Descent today or tomorrow? I might do them tomorrow now. I was gonna do them today, but there's a big thing going on Twitch right now, and I might end up just watching that tonight instead. It depends. I don't know if it's being streamed anymore, but so we'll see. Oh my God, there's so much in here. Shit. At least watch 3 or 4 though. Delete. Okay, delete a few of them. Leave up like the ones you want me, and you can still post them, right? But give it you know, I stream 5 out of the 7 days of the week, so you know, I don't want to like watch. You don't gotta throw every single video that you've ever liked at me all at once. I do this almost every day, so. Well, then again, I guess you live in the UK, right? So I guess maybe the time difference might not be as great. I start at 6:30, which I guess would be midnight for you, so maybe it's not as easy. But I do stream every Saturday, Sunday though. Delete the least interesting ones. Yeah, you can repost them if you want eventually, but like, yeah, too many is not as great. Okay, I see you're deleting some. Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'll gladly watch them all eventually, but just, you know, don't, especially if it's the same topic. I guess for all like different genres, it'd be a bit easy. Well, even then it would be, that's a bit much, but I'll happily watch them. Just pace yourself, I guess is what I'm asking. For tomorrow, play in the dark. Yeah, I only play horror games. Well, I mean, what time is sunset right now? Let's see. What time is sunset? For me, it is 9:25 p.m. Which is a bit of an issue since that's very late. I start streaming much earlier than that, so it's a bit harder to stream at when it's actually dark. I close the curtains and stuff, so that might make it a bit better.
Civil authorities in your area have reported that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living. Follow the messages on screen.
Nice.
Will be updated as information becomes available.
Did people really think that was real? There's no shot that was real. My mom was big brain. That's a great idea. Are you playing the horror I read day? Drunk. This one's actually scary.
Alerts are broadcast over our TVs, phones, and radios.
I thought it was a compilation. I was confused when his voice started playing.
To warn us of impending danger, abductions, or weather warnings. However, sometimes these alerts come from hackers, while others are warning us about things that can immediately threaten our lives. In both cases, these warnings are
Chris Tours anti-vaxxers? What? Why'd you say that? Play with your volume a little louder?
Terrifying and should not be taken lightly. There's nothing more scarier than hearing a bunch of scary alert sounds, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. How's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon Dallas, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. So before I get started, I want to know, what is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious. Alright, without any more delays, this is the top 10 scary emergency broadcast.
For 6.9 million subscribers, something about this green screen seems kind of scuffed to me. I don't know what. It just looks kind of.
And at number 10, we have the tsunami siren in Maui. Imagine you're on a nice sandy beach in Maui.
What can I say?
When all of a sudden you begin to hear this obnoxious siren.
I wouldn't call that obnoxious. I wouldn't. If I heard this, my first thought, oh, what an obnoxious sound! Like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Because if you hear this, you're probably already dead. You just don't know it yet. Scariest thing that's ever happened to me is my dad catch me wanking. Oh shit. You said no clue, no one would be dumb enough to fall for a zombie. Okay, well you don't gotta take like stuff like that and just try to make it political, man. We're trying to have a good time here. For tomorrow's stream, but things I can hear them now. Okay, cool. Finland's true. Alright, that is pretty obnoxious, but I mean, the more obnoxious that is,
sound can be heard on the first working day of each month at 11:45 a.m. The siren goes on for 50 seconds with a 20-second break followed by a 50-second wailing tone. But if I was visiting Hawaii, you know, as a tourist, I would honestly think that the
How are anti-vaxxers? How are they not political? Listen, man, I don't want to talk about anti-vaxxers on the stream, all right? Yes, we can all agree they're stupid, but you don't gotta like bring those all.
World is ending, and I'm about to die. I would go in full panic mode, and my survival instincts would kick into high gear if I have survival instincts. As it turns out, this is a tsunami alarm, but there's just something about its high-pitched death wail that doesn't sit right with me. Amber Alert scares everyone in Ontario, Canada. That's where I live. This takes us to number 9.
That's where every Canadian YouTuber lives. They either live in Vancouver or in Ontario.
If you guys live in Toronto, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. In May of 2018, an Amber Alert was sent for an 8-year-old girl who was last seen in Gorham.
Oh my god, they turned to her swing!
Township near Thunder Bay. Well, nearly everyone in Toronto was freaking out because everyone was sent the
Scariest is when I almost lost my finger. How'd you almost lose your finger? Oops.
At the exact same time. And in case you guys were wondering, this is what it sounded like.
Yeah, we get these on our phones all the time. So this sound plays on my phone, on my tablets that I use for doing things like this. Ooh, and this. Ooh, and this. That took way too long to happen. And I also have a work phone too. So like, imagine this playing 3 times all at once. Ontario in Southern Canada is the most popular region in Canada. Yep. I'll send a photo.
It basically
put a spoiler on a Creeper Night because I can't show blood on stream, and don't post bloody stuff. Or maybe, you know, or DM it to me. Don't even post on the server. You could DM that to me because I don't want to show that on the stream.
It sounds like
I'll see it. I'll look at it, but I can't. That's something I definitely can't show on stream.
Explosion is about to happen. I bet there were so many car accidents that day because people were startled, and I think a lot of people nearly peed their pants.
I don't know if that's true. Are there really car accidents from this? We get these all the time.
The Amber Alert is super important, and it doesn't happen that often. But because of this incident, they've decided to not have a provincial-wide Amber
always
Alert.
Jump scare me? Really? I guess so.
So
Yeah,
if you
I
aren't
guess
in
so.
the immediate area where the Amber Alert is being broadcasted, you will receive a push notification instead.
It's about as like jump scary as like an alarm clock going off, I guess, though. Chris, simple way to stop it.
From there, let's move on to number 8. We're talking about the time when aliens hacked a British TV show.
Hold on, I just... You didn't post the photo here, did you? No, you did not. Okay, good. Do not post on Chris Reacts, especially, it sounds like it could be not good to be on Twitch, so don't, please don't post it in Chris Reacts, because I don't want to.
On the night of November...
If I show it on stream, I could probably get in trouble for that, so don't.
November 26, 1977, a news program was interrupted by the voice of Vrillin, which was supposedly an alien from the Ashtar Galactic Command.
Fake aliens hacking a British TV show, I call bullshit.
And this
you don't say.
is what he had to say.
Years you have seen satellites and stars. We speak to you now. Consider the things that have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth.
Now, how many people believe
He goes
this?
on to say that they've been watching us for years, and now we know that they are here.
Oh shit!
He also said
they're becoming VTubers. Oh god, get them out of the planet now!
that there are
Get them
more
out of here!
aliens here on Earth that our scientists don't want to admit. Even though this was a hoax written all over it, so many people believe that this was real and they were losing their minds because they thought that aliens were going to invade Earth and wipe out the human race. But you know what? I'm not ruling that out quite yet. Jumping into number 7, we have the end of the world warning.
What the hell's wrong with this guy's hand? You see that?
Jumping into number 7, we have...
What is this? It looks like it's burnt. He left his hands on the toaster for too long.
The end of the
Burnt
world
toast.
warning.
Looks fine, no blood, a little deformed. Oh, I just took the photo. RT? Retweet. Dangerous.
Apparently people were predicting that on Saturday, September 23rd, 2017, which was not too long ago, a new planet was going to collide with Earth, and this impact would be catastrophic enough to destroy us. This emergency alert was broadcasted all over LA, and it caused a ton of people to panic. Even though it was later revealed to be nothing more than a hoax, doomsday cults were in full effect, and people were preparing for the end of the world. I'm pretty sure if a large planet was on its way to, hitting Earth, we'd hear about it a lot sooner, and we'd probably be able to see it coming. Zombie alert on the Steve Wilkos show creeps us in at number 6.
This planet is likely millions or billions of
Montana
miles away.
thought that the zombie apocalypse was being televised back 2013, and that's because during the Steve Wilkos show, people hacked into the station's emergency announcement system and warned them that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves. Well, you know what? Let's take a listen for ourselves.
Civil authorities in your area have reported that the bodies of the dead are
How
rising
dare
from
you
their
make this
graves
video and I'll talk about
and
Max Headspace Headroom? What is his name?
on screen that will be updated as information becomes available.
And you know what? I think a lot of people
Headroom.
were probably gullible enough to fall for this. The warning went on to say that you should not attempt to approach or apprehend these bodies as they are considered
Do not arrest the zombies, guys. We do not have a rule. We don't have a law in place for them as far as to put them in jail yet.
Really dangerous. I bet the local police department got a lot of calls that day. A creepy World War II German air raid siren makes its way onto this list at number 5. What you're about to hear is a siren that was made by Electror back in the 1930s.
Dude, that's a boat horn. Hey guys, we need a new siren. We have some boat horns laying in the warehouse. Oh yeah, just use those. That's a boat horn. That's a boat horn in a lawnmower having a baby.
Does this sound like Leatherface is coming to kill us? Well, let's take a step back for a minute. Could you imagine what it was like to live back then? You could literally be sleeping, and in the middle of the night, you were abruptly woken up by this chilling sound that would send you into a complete panic. Because if you heard this alarm, it meant that bombs were about to drop from the sky,
have diplomatic
and it's all
immunity.
over.
Technically, they aren't humans, so we can't arrest them. They're all human. I mean, they were once human, so I think we can make an argument for that. That's like a motorcycle revving up. It sounds like when you have a bicycle as a kid and you put like a clothespin in there and you put a car in it and the car goes. Brrrr.
Siren in Chicago brings us to number 4.
My head's itchy. This is Toronto? This is a Toronto?
And it's all over. Tornado siren in Chicago brings us to number 4.
Oh, Chicago. Well, I thought this was Russia. I've seen this video plenty of times. That was some random ass place from Russia, man. That is a pretty scary noise.
I feel like this siren is a good representation of what an ice cream truck from hell would sound like. Why would Chicago pick this as their
bullshit? Wait, bullshit on what? The Chicago one?
Tornado warning sign. It's got to be one of the most unsettling things that I've ever heard. How are people from Chicago okay with this? This siren would absolutely terrify me, and I'd probably consider moving to another state if I heard this. This is probably why tornadoes don't usually hit Chicago, because they're afraid of the
siren one. No, that's real. This channel is so fake. That's real. That video's been circulating for a long time.
Sirens.
That's like people have sirens like that, like tornado sirens and such. That's a real thing.
Moving on to number 3, we have the incoming rocket siren.
Incoming, incoming, incoming.
I saw the light flash.
Incoming, incoming, incoming.
So that siren alone was scary enough, but then this rocket siren takes things one step further, adding a robotic voice that repeats incoming, incoming, incoming.
That where Siren Head's noise? Have you considered maybe like Siren Head's noise comes from? Wait! Do you realize Siren Head's like a very new thing, right? Do you not realize Siren Head? Do you not like? Tornado sirens have been along for a long time. Siren Head is a very new thing. Or do you think do you think? I can't believe they made Siren Head into a real thing. No, I can't. Wait, are you kidding? I don't know. I'm scared. Please not claim these are fake without information. Well, I mean, it's fine to question things, but Siren Head was only created like recently, and it's based off of real sirens. That's where they got the noise from. I'm pretty sure that's probably the very video they got his noise from. So it's fucking fake. Those. What are you talking about? No, you don't. Hold on. Okay. Do you not think tornado sirens are real? If you think this is real, you must have a concussion. Wait, you're 13, right? Dude. Tornado sirens are very real. Again, please provide evidence. I don't live in America. Never heard of a tornado siren? Well, just because it's not a thing where you live doesn't mean it's like, no, that's different. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Where's the evidence? The tornado sirens are real. I don't know why this is a hill you're like. Do you think if there's a tornado, like we'll let them figure it out? And where's your proof it is real? You're the one making the claim. When someone makes a claim, generally you provide proof. I'm saying with Goku and Chris, like, there's not really a like. Tornado. Oh. Look, why are tornado sirens so creepy? What do you do if you hear a tornado siren? Do tornado sirens mean there's a tornado? Yeah. Yes, it does. Like, do you think all these articles would exist of tornado? Like, look. Well, civil defense siren. Okay, yeah. They're different. They're different depending where you live. But they're very real, man. They're not fake.
A rude awakening for families in
Was this entire broadcast fake?
Lafayette. The tornado sirens went off at...
Imagine hearing this in the middle of the night, fast asleep.
Like, no, they stole that from Call of Duty. They stole that from Call of... That's fake. It's still sold from Call of... Like, video games are based off, like, a lot of things that are taken from reality. Like, it's creepy, and that's why it was used. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. You best be trolling, son. Yup. You're from the UK? Oh, shit. New best friends. Innocent until proven guilty. This video might be fake, but the sound is not. Well, there's no tornadoes in the UK, so you don't need a siren. It's the Purge. Exactly. Yeah, like, I stole that from the Purge. No, it's generally, like... well, here's what happened. People hear these sirens like, wow, that's creepy. Wouldn't it be creepy if the siren had used that noise? That's exactly what it... Like, that's what Siren has probably, like, got the inspiration from. That noise is creepy. What if it wasn't a siren and it was a humanoid creature thing?
I'm pretty sure that...
Wait, it's the Purge. I'm calling for Chris.
Siren does nothing more than cause a ton more stress and panic to those people living in Afghanistan. Oh, and if you're in Afghanistan and you hear the siren, you better duck down, cover yourselves.
But like, even if that is fake, like, why is that one fake, but all the other 9 in this video are true?
The siren means that there is a threat of missiles raining down from above. And over in Afghanistan, because of all the wars going on, it happens more often.
Also, is a new Purge movement being made?
38 minutes of terror in Hawaii crashes onto our list at number 2. Do you guys remember that time when someone accidentally triggered a false missile alert in Hawaii that caused everyone to panic? And this kind of came after the huge tension with North Korea and America. So we thought that this was real. It was very plausible. People were running from their cars.
Every country has a siren. Every country has, like, a lot of sirens, a lot of different sirens.
And people were huddled around their TVs waiting to hear more about this threat. This is the emergency alert that caused the 38 minutes of terror in Hawaii.
Missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
The Forever
This
Purge
is a warning that
July
was sent to
2nd.
people's phones. They showed up on their TVs. They played on the radio.
Never heard of it in my life. I mean, just because you never heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't
all of
exist,
this
right?
panic was caused by someone hitting the wrong button.
I've never been in a war, but that doesn't mean wars don't exist.
And now, coming in at number 1 on our list,
Didn't have to be so
we
can't be
have
true.
the incoming missile attack warning.
Wait, I didn't even talk about this. The reason why this alert was sent out, in case you guys didn't know, was because it's literally just a white page, and it's like, one button is activate test and activate real warning, essentially. And the dude actually clicked on the wrong, and there's not even, are you sure you want to activate real, or he just clicked it by accident and it sent out this alert. So he just fucked up. What a stupid, like, there is no, like, it blows my mind, you know, billions and billions and billions. Wait, is it trillions of dollars spent on the US military? I don't know, but like, and they just have like a blank white here. Can we see the Hawaii emergency alert missile website? Can we see what that looked like? Oh, is it this? No, this isn't what I'm looking for. But like, it was literally like it was like a blank website, like, except it was even less complicated. It's like, it's insane that, you know, all this money and they couldn't like hire a web developer to not make it look like shit. Idiotic. In my state, it's illegal to step out of an airplane. Unbelievable. Once you're in there for life. I wasn't alive during the Second World War. Okay. How have we avoided nuclear Armageddon so far? My God, that's dumb. Probably because people know what happens if that occurs, and it would be very bad for everybody involved, including Yeo. But for different thing, for example, they have a tsunami warning in Hawaii. It's have tornadoes.
Radio stations across the state.
State officials say all of this panic was caused by someone hitting the wrong button.
And now, coming in at number 1 on our list, we have the incoming missile attack warning. Take a look at this very scary emergency siren.
The air siren did not go, and it's going on now, so we're just gonna duck a little bit. The air siren
just a little bit.
Usually there's about 10 to 15
the cameraman's
seconds.
like,
We can hear the noise. I cannot see it.
I almost said Palestine football. Wait, is this new? No, this is old.
But
like, damn,
what
this
we
just come
can
out.
see is a trail of rocket in the sky. We're not really sure where it's heading. It's
People all over Israel are used to hearing this missile attack warning, and they know that they better take cover because a missile warning isn't full effect.
I don't know what's scarier, like the fact that like the reporter, I mean, well, the reporter is actually pretty scary. Her voice is like, you know, it was like shaking a little bit, but like the cameraman just completely chill. It's like, that's almost scarier that they're just so chill. Or maybe the dude that ran up, maybe that was the cameraman.
On how much terror or fear that they must feel every time that this siren goes off, I would definitely have PTSD. Well, there you guys have it. I was your host for this one, Landon Dalitzing. Thank you guys so much.
I work with a guy from Palestine, and he actually does have we work under like pretty close to an airport. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but and sometimes anyway, doesn't matter. Anyways, he kind of like freaks out a little bit when a plane flies over, because like in Iraq, like a plane flying over means you're probably about to get bombed, right? Or at least I don't know when. I think he's from Iraq. I'm not actually 100%, but he lives in like a very war torn. He lived in a very war torn country for Crimea. It's like just seeing him react, like I was like, wow, like that's so scary, man. Palestine is like, okay, we're not getting to this, dude. Correction in airplane flights. Cameraman is Superman. Also, cap locks won't turn off BRB. Oh shit. Oh shit. Why didn't the USSR annex Finland? I just want to know why they didn't eat them.
The USSR was not exactly a comfortable one from the days of its independence.
Well, I don't see how any. Okay, dude, we're not getting political here.
Through World War II and well into the Cold War, there were leaders in Moscow who saw Finland's addition to the USSR as inevitable. Yet, as you'll know, Finland remained an independent state, which raises the question, why didn't the USSR annex it? So, Finland first came into existence during the Russian Revolution. At the end of 1917, as the government in the Russian Empire was overthrown by the Bolsheviks, Finland declared independence. Now, Finland wasn't exactly in a good place at this point, since it was undergoing a brief civil war between the communist Reds and the non-communist Whites. The Whites won, and it wasn't long until some Finns wished to expand their new state at the expense of Russia, which was still fighting its own civil war. By 1920, Finland and Russia signed a treaty fixing the border at this, and in the following 2 decades, things remained fairly calm, if tense.
I'm kind of good on this. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm kind of good on that. Let's see what this one.
The Holy Roman Empire was a staple of European politics throughout the entire.
I'm not saying I do not support Palestine independence because I supported Palestine independence. Did I even bring up it was a country? No. I like. Why do people try to push this shit so fucking hard, dude? You're triggering yourself. Palestine is not a country. It's not on the map. Because I support Palestine independence, but I'm just saying it's weird as to why I do not see it on the map, but it was listed as like, it's cringe, dude. It's cringe. Oops.
The Holy Roman Empire.
I don't know if I'm gonna care about these like specific videos.
Was a staple of European politics throughout the entirety of the Middle Ages. Its emperors held positions of immense influence, which they maintained until 1806 when Napoleon happened. Yet, given the importance of the Holy Roman Empire historically, why was it dissolved? Why did the Holy Roman Empire come to an end, and why did nobody...
No, dude, it was just a puzzle. They had to just put it back together.
...do anything about it? So, by 1806, Europe had been plagued by near-constant war with France for over a decade. And Napoleon, now the Emperor of France, had plans to reforge Europe in France's image and interests.
Was a town? Well,
strangely enough, many of Europe's rulers opposed this.
It's a very contested area of geopolitical world.
And so we're currently fighting a war against France as a coalition to crush Napoleon once and for all. But fun fact, no. Napoleon and his generals had routinely defeated the coalition allies, and in 1805 they thoroughly crushed the Austrians at the Battle of Austerlitz. Soon after this, Austria made peace with France, and Napoleon was essentially given free rein to rearrange Central Europe how he pleased. This led to him creating the Confederation of the Rhine the next year, which was a collective of German states who in return for some territorial consolidation were to be
I don't know if I care
French
so
puppets
much
and fight
about
when
this.
Napoleon asked. Further,
I'm gonna skip. See, these very like when I don't really have a context behind, really, like obviously I know what the Holy Roman Empire is, but like I guess I don't know enough about it to really like for this to really grab my attention, I suppose. This is boring. More explosions! Yes, we need more explosions. We need more killing.
The Iberian Peninsula is home to the lands of 5 countries. And
all right, I'm kind of good on it. I appreciate, like, you know, you seem very excited by this stuff, but it's it's, you know, it's like, it doesn't, I don't know, this doesn't interest me that much, and I don't want to watch, you know, for 7.5 plus 4 11.5 minutes of stuff I don't really have, like, pretty much zero interest in. Maybe if I learned more ahead of time, then sure, but I mean, I don't, yeah, I'm kind of good on that. I guess it's literally just like border control at this point. You know, where's the border? Oh, it's going this way. And it's going, like, I don't know. That's not as interesting to me as, you know, the World War videos are very interesting, but these ones, not so much. Band geek. Okay. It's almost 6 o'clock. I might actually call it here for the night. A nice 3.5 hour stream. I will, maybe just so these, I'm a little worried some of these are gonna get lost in the waves here. So hold on. Let's click this. Let's click this. I'm going to add these to. Hey!
Just single-handedly.
Hey! I said I'm not watching this today. I'm gonna add these to my secret playlist. Those are essentially videos I'll watch when there's not enough stuff in Chris Reacts. But I'm just gonna add them there essentially so they don't get lost. Cause yeah. And then we stopped. Yeah, we'll Goku's idea. Wait, how long is this? 50 minutes. Okay, then that's too long. We'll have to look at Goku's idea next time. Even though it's a YouTube video, so I'm very confused as to how it's Goku's idea. We'll do a zany face. Let's call it a zany face. What? Holy guacamole. Wow, that is a lot of things. Don't leave. Sorry, Creeper Knight. I might stream later. Well, I mean, it's almost 6 o'clock, so if I stream later, it'd have to be kind of soon. I might play those horror games later. I haven't decided yet. If I do, it'll be in around like an hour or two. But if I kind of want to check out this event that's going on Twitch, so I might just chill and watch that tonight instead and stream tomorrow. What time for stream? Well, like I said, like in an hour and a half to 2 hours, I'll stream if I do. If I don't stream, you could just I'll throw in the I'll throw in where's my own thing? There we go. You see announcements. I'll throw it in here. I'll say like no second stream or something like that. And if I don't stream, I'll be live again tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, so there you go. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I do have 8 of you here, so we could raid somebody. Do you guys want to raid somebody? Do you guys have any suggestions on who to raid? Is there anyone like? Is there anyone? Hey, shut up. Dude, let's raid Josh Jepson.
You know what that means.
Let's raid Josh Jepson. I love Josh Jepson. There goes Josh Jepson. Raid God. You cannot cheer in your own chat. No, dude, I'm not trying to cheer. You cannot raid this channel? Huh? Why can't they raid? What? It won't. You cannot raid this channel. Well, that's a. This guy's always complaining how his channel's dying, and I can't raid him. All right, dude. All right. Let's raid Wally. You guys want to listen to some smooth jazz? Let's go listen to some smooth. You cannot raid this channel. I can't raid people. What? Can I not raid anybody? I'm scared. Okay. Hell. Wait, the page just crashed. Wait, it started to raid. What the fuck is going on? I'm scared. Hold on. It won't. Okay, I hit raid and then nothing happened. I'm just gonna go. I'll be back tomorrow or later tonight, depending on what ends up happening. Love you guys, though. I hope you have a fantastic night. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.